we got some crafts out.
Yes.
This time I did a new thing where I've got all these guys. I made sure that we have mic stands for everybody.
So you can have your hands free.
It looks kind of crazy. Yeah, so basically, previously I was making people hold the mic, and then I only had one hand free for crafts.
Right. That's
Yeah.
not
I was
right.
like,
It's
so
a
now
recipe for disaster.
Now we have more.
get your grubby little mitts in there. I'm gonna move the hot glue gun out of the way.
Yeah.
Grab
Need to
some.
be certified
Get
for
some.
that thing.
And then Joe also brought crafts, but he brought
Basically
pretty much the same exact.
I felt.
You got felt?
Yeah.
Yo, all right.
Ooh,
We gotta bust.
okay.
We gotta bust out the felt.
Okay, actually,
felt
maybe I
them.
want.
Yes. So do you think that like whenever somebody brings a unique thing, it's like that's gonna be the theme?
Yeah.
I'm down to make like a
Felt.
felt guy.
Yeah.
Felt guy would be cool.
Felt is.
And then whenever we need, there's this guy. We can plug him in.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take.
Do you use that as a kid? I used to like to put the haku on my hands.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
then you peel it
Yeah,
off.
I would do that
nice.
rubber cement.
Yeah.
Rubber cement.
No rubber cement.
Is it
No,
pink?
no, no. I was gonna grab
No, it's like
oil.
gray.
It's like tan.
Tan.
You guys know rubber cement?
Yes.
Can't
Yeah,
say
it's
I
like
do.
a
You
like a
would take-
yellowish.
In Georgia, it was so hot, you would take the lid, or maybe just because it was so chemically, but you would take the lid off. I remember you would see those like waggy lines
Oh,
coming
wow.
out of it, and I'd just watch that for a
Toxic.
while.
I used to
Green
sniff
stink
it.
lines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want some felt?
I'm okay for now, thanks. I'll let you know
okay.
when I need some felt.
I would
You'll
love
know.
some felt, please.
Go ahead and take it.
I'll let you know.
You'll
Okay.
know.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
I won't have felt forced upon me.
I like that this is clearly already like some of it's already like there's chunks out of it that's been used.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
It's
good.
it's pre-used.
Pre-loved.
Yeah.
Pre-loved
green.
felt. So you can have the negative space behind some cat ears. Yeah. You need it.
My guests this week are some comedians that I know. As you can tell.
When the recession comes, this is going to be all of our main livelihoods.
Yeah.
Need to get the reps in.
So three of you have been on the it's like hot ones. You're gonna be doing crafts and I'm gonna be going. So what do you?
A lot of crazy research on all of you.
Joe, I was talking to your middle school friend.
Yeah. You brought felt because he had a pretty traumatizing experience.
Three of you have been on before with the solo eps, but now I got some group. You're kind of all Hotel Art Thief Expanded Universe as well.
That's true.
I was thinking
yeah.
that.
That's how I booked it.
That's how I think of everyone.
Either past or potential.
Yeah.
That's how I think of the main universe.
I see everybody.
We have like a Disney level event where we announce the next.
I was thinking it's gonna be
Me
funny.
and Karli are both Hotel Art Thief Princess, canonical princess.
Yeah, you should do that huge like calendar that Marvel does, where it lays out the next 5 years. It's like old guy rabbi sketch, 3D train.
I was thinking this clip is gonna be funny because if people see your faces podcasting, they're gonna be expecting some sort of twist or
turn.
bit. Yeah,
We should have. Yeah, we should
earnestly
have brought
doing
the old
arts and
man.
crafts.
Pops up. Hi. Are you gonna try and make him out of your craft
Wow, I didn't
material?
know that.
Doing
No,
a live video.
I've just been sort of stream of conscious felting.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
We try to collectively build another podcast guest.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
I like the sound of that. Yeah.
What's that game where it's like called Beautiful Corpse or something?
Beautiful, exquisite corpse.
That's the one with
What
the paper folded.
what is that?
It's like a
Not my house growing up.
Well, honestly, let's do one of those and then maybe try to do one out of.
Oh yeah, that'll work. That's a cool because
Well,
you can
explain
kind of
beautiful
do.
corpse to me.
Yeah, you gotta
So-
keep
My
going.
perfect
you know
Friday
what?
night.
piece of paper, and it's gonna be folded a few times.
Okay.
Enough for, so there's 5 sections. I'll draw something with the lines a little bit going to the next section. Then you finish the up to the top.
Totally.
So-
Love it.
Yeah, you have to fold it.
I have to fold it so that it has 5 bends.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little bit of math.
Wait, and then what?
And
Well,
then
we'll
draw.
we'll do it. Okay. I'm gonna guess it a little bit,
Oh my god.
and then it'll create a
I'm loving
picture.
that.
I don't know what it is. I'm so scared.
The colors
Mike
are
can only
good.
think in
it looks like a
structures.
cover of like a 60s book about like children's learning development.
Yeah. It's like textbook art.
This is an example of a maladaptive learner.
This is a pervert.
Okay, I'm gonna get this started, and then when I pass it to you, Carly, you don't look at my drawing, but you just look at the, like, where it comes up in yours, and you draw up to the next.
Up to the next fold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
And
I
then
got
you
it.
pass it to Joe with it folded up. And then when we go through all, we'll have created collectively some sort of bullshit.
Something terrible.
Yeah. And then we'll cut it out and we'll kiss it.
All right.
Yes.
Sounds good.
I like
Surrealist.
that.
I like that part. Hey,
I
I
just
like
burped
that.
in my mouth. I hope it doesn't come up on the
It comes up like.
play backwards. Like, always.
Was it corpse?
Let's do it. Okay.
It's good that you were immediately honest.
I had to be. I didn't want to get got.
Guys, I burped. I'm sorry.
The only podcast that's mostly silence.
Well,
Folding and cutting.
Audio listeners don't.
everyone's definitely like deeply
I'm so focused.
Yeah.
focused on their
I'm making
craft.
something.
Do you have any people that are come on that are like craft resistant?
The crafts are new, so I
Okay.
have not yet hit that type of person. But they would. I
God
would convert
forbid.
them. Have you met anybody like that?
I'm usually kind of like that.
I'm pretty craft resistant.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so the answer is
Like,
yes.
can we just like chill? This is nice, but I'm the same way about like board games and like party games.
I hate
I'm like,
board
come
games.
on, can we just hang out?
Damn.
Talk to each other.
Sorry.
I'll always do a party game.
I'll try, but okay.
Well, a party game to me is different than a board game. I think
Oh,
if
that's
it
fair,
doesn't,
yeah.
if it only involves like pencils and papers and stuff, that's fine. But if there's any reading of the rules,
Yeah.
It's like, do this on your own time. I don't want to do this.
clock out of our friendship.
See ya.
Trying to make it so Carly doesn't see what I'm doing.
I'm not even. I'm so.
You're so absorbed.
I'm into this.
Sort of like an illustrative telephone.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's called Exquisite Corpse. It's kind of
Yeah.
a
What
fucked.
the hell?
Yeah,
Isn't it like something the surrealists?
That's
did?
fucked up. The surrealists were. I like the idea that like the Dadaists were just coming up with like stupid party games.
Yeah.
like telephone was like
Really.
Yeah. Okay, so then, so I'm passing it off to you, Karli. But okay, so you want your lines to go slightly above the fold
Okay.
at the top, so the next person can see where to start.
Gotcha.
Wow, this motherfucker sneezing on the pod. Have some respect.
Kept it off mic.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I like that you're kind of like making stained glass windows.
In a way.
Oh,
What do you?
yeah.
In a
is
way,
that-
I'm not. But that is a nice way of putting it. Thank you.
Whoa, Whitley, that's cool. That's like the gimp.
Oh my god.
Wait, why?
That is better.
Yeah. No, yeah. Kandel's just
Okay.
Kandel's is down here.
It's not a competition.
It's not. Crafts are not competitive,
That's right.
except when they are.
Oh, yeah, we're finding out why Michael doesn't like craft.
Sucks.
Sorry.
It's
No,
fun.
it's not a
Those
competition.
60s films were like, oh, the kids are expressing aggression
Yeah.
through their activity.
Fuck.
This is the crafts will get progressively. It's like Hot Ones. It will get progressively
harder.
harder. I'm gonna bust out origami
Marbles.
frog.
Sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm chugging milk and making my crafts.
You know those like Lego Eiffel Towers. That's up next.
That's the top.
But you have to come up with your own.
Building an IKEA
Yeah.
furniture.
Joinery.
I wanna,
Right. So you're gonna draw on this space now.
okay, cool.
Yep. Have fun. Have fun.
Trying to. These are only. I think so. I just have to connect these lines.
You can.
You start. Oh yeah. Yes.
You start with the
Yeah, you start with the lines that they
Okay.
that they drew, and then you gotta.
And I did it right.
Yep.
Oops. Oh god. Oh god.
Damn. Making a damn sweater.
Oh, whoa.
Yo.
You're making a damn sweater.
You think you could do that? Like a
No.
pipe clean?
That would hurt.
No.
You'd stab
I
yourself a
couldn't.
million times.
One could, for sure.
One could.
One could.
But
Yeah.
should one could? Should
But
should
should
one
one?
should?
Should one?
Could one.
Good one.
I think pipe cleaners are probably like of people's favorite crafts. I think that they're number one just because they're so.
It feels really good.
I wish
Yeah, there's some
Joanne's
valuable-
Fabric should release like a Spotify rap type thing of.
Whoa. It's like number one with a bullet. It's fucking pipe cleaners. You guessed it. They not like us.
Live, laugh, love sign.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's huge.
I'm also not good at crafts, by the way, and it's something that's been part of the fun here. Is it's all about learning it. I don't know.
Rediscovering craft.
Yes.
Because most people stop crafting
Yeah.
when you're a child, and you either start doing art or you stop altogether.
Yeah, basically kindergarten is kind of the dividing line on pipe cleaners.
That's the craft zone for sure.
Well, it's interesting. Crafts used to be like so important and
Yeah.
useful, you know.
Oh wait, that microphone is fully facing the other way.
Sorry. Sorry.
That's all good.
Crafts used to be so useful and necessary to life.
No, say what you
Third.
really said.
Yeah, you didn't say that. Come on.
Messed up.
Like, oh.
Joe was crying in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's like Picasso said. The trick is to remain arts and crafts good at macaroni art until you're older.
Is that what he said?
He's got some famous quote about everybody's child artist. Like kids are great artists, and then the trick is to remain as a kid as you get older.
Right.
That's why he dated a 17-year-old, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. To stay close to the artistic spirit.
Yeah.
Right.
I love your macaroni art.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're so connected to like God. You're just like closer to him. He made a keychain.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
so awesome.
Keychain.
I love the colors.
Thank
of that.
you. I'm gonna put my keys on it.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's something about like the repetition of some sort of craft thing makes it like I don't know, creates a thing larger than the piece itself. Like I'm looking at
Yeah.
that and that, you know what I mean? And then that we got tessellation.
That's scary. That's like something you find in the woods.
Blair Witch Project.
It's
Yeah.
like day 30 of schizophrenia.
Totally. You're making a flag for your new nation.
Gave you all the clues, Mr. Policeman.
You could have saved her.
This is what I'll use to taunt the police later.
We
This is where
gave
the first victim was. And this-
we gave a spider acid and a bachelor's of arts.
He needed the degree.
Did you guys anybody go to art school?
I
Film
did.
School.
Oh.
Not art school.
You went to film school?
I went to a film program within a larger
Oh,
college,
wow.
but for film. You went to art school?
Yeah.
What art school?
Just at the University of Georgia. It's not like
Cool.
a specific art school.
That
but
was kind of what I
their
did
art
at
program.
Boston University.
Yeah. Yeah. It was chill.
That's cool.
Economics is kind of an art.
How's that going right now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming good. All I have to do is connect these lines.
You have to use those lines.
It's all about the money with you.
And then up to without looking at the previous thing, take those lines and draw whatever you want in that space, and then
Extend.
whatever lines that you have at the top, make sure that they go over to the next section a little bit. Does that make sense?
Yes, over to... Okay,
Yeah. So then Whitley will finish it off.
I'm scared.
When you study economics, like, what is that like? Are you just doing tests? Are you writing papers? Are you...
You're taking exams. You're like... I don't know. You're mostly not going to class.
Hell
And
yeah.
you're showing up the day of the exam being like, I think I got it. It's whatever class you take is just something you already did in a math class before. So
I
it
see.
can't be that
Okay.
hard.
Okay.
I had to take one math class for my film degree, and it was this one math class that all of the like art kids took called quantitative reasoning because there were no numbers whatsoever. It was just little like logic sentences that you had to finish.
Hell yeah.
It was amazing.
Do you have an example?
I couldn't remember one now, but it was a lot of like therefore, like if this, whatever.
It's like if John has 3 apples, he
No,
has more
3.
apples.
I heard a 3.
You heard
That was
it?
not allowed.
John has multiple apples.
John has multiple apples.
Right. Some. Don't worry about it.
A train is leaving Chicago.
Yes.
Is that good?
Sure. If you
Love
want
it.
to,
Yeah.
if you want to get out of Chicago,
It's like
and that
Dead
was the right
Poets
answer.
Society, anybody bringing in a number is like, get out of here.
yeah.
Dead Poet Society slaps, but I love that. I love that. Dead Poet Society, a math class, is so funny. Like a geometry. A triangle is all about feeling it. It's all about the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, reading the Pythagorean theorem on their desks.
A squared.
They stand up on their desks and all their like calculators fall.
Yeah.
I had this English teacher in high school who like on the first day of class like really pulled some Dead Poet Society shit.
God.
Like we were all sitting in our desks waiting, and this is it's a little bit of a brag story. I'm sorry. He killed himself. Immediately. And we're like all sitting waiting for him to come into class, and he comes in through the back of the classroom like already reading my summer paper that we had all like handed in like before the year started. And he's like reading the first paragraph and like walking through all the rows of the chairs, and he gets to me and hands it to me, and he's like, "That's how you start a paper." I got like a really good grade on the essay.
Wow,
That's
nice.
Did the kids hate you?
I was kind of like that, so it wasn't like a surprise.
What do you mean by that?
I was like pretty good at high school.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
In like a competitive way? In like a-
Not really. But I don't
just
know.
on a just had that swag.
I liked writing. I liked English, and I did a lot of clubs.
Oh yeah, what clubs was everybody in general?
I did drama club. I did academic bowl, which was like quiz, like trivia.
Do you still do trivia?
Yeah, I love trivia. Yeah, we do
Trivia
trivia,
night?
sometimes.
Yeah.
We do trivia. And then I did debate also,
Yo.
and I was in yearbook.
Damn.
Dang, dude. You okay. You have a very chill energy, and that doesn't align with my perception of you.
This was before I became chill. This was pretty chill.
Old Karli.
I was figuring it out.
I killed her.
She's dead. She's in the yearbook office.
It's the Shining photo, just zooming in on you.
Yeah.
I've always been here.
Always been here. What'd you do in high school?
I was also very try-hard in high school. I was in what's it called, mock trial for like 2 weeks because I was like panicking that I didn't have enough extracurriculars for college, and they had already started, and I was just like put on as a witness, and I was just like terrible.
He
You
did it.
witness on your college application.
I
Bystander.
witnessed something terrible. I did cross country and track were like my favorite things I did, I guess, because I feel like I met good friends in that, and it was just like fun to shoot shit in the woods and like just run long distances and make jokes and that stuff. What else? I also did quiz bowl, but was not very good at it.
It's hard.
It's hard to. I mean, we were talking about it, it's hard to like prepare for just
anything.
general trivia.
Yeah, we didn't prepare at all. That's why I loved that.
It was a
club.
joke.
You
Yeah,
just show up and like see if you can answer questions.
Exactly. Mike, what about you?
Okay, I'm done with this. How do I fold it?
I think I have
That way, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, hell yes.
I
like how
also
much
did mock trial,
time
but just once because I had to fill in for someone who something happened to him.
Oh.
And I just showed up like the day of, and I read the.
Mike was an understudy at mock trial.
Boy
Something
died.
happened to him. I don't know. But I was like a lawyer, but I didn't know what the case was, and then the other.
You did that southern. You were southern.
You're
I did
describing a
southern-
nightmare.
This is ridiculous.
you were a mock public
Agree.
attorney.
No, I
Not
don't
due
know
to
what
play,
happened
You are
here,
out of order.
but it is ridiculous.
But you can just lie on the stand. Like I'd be like, so you did this, and then they'd be like, I didn't do that, and then I'd be like, well, fuck? I don't know. I just read this on the bus today. Okay, I guess I have no more questions. If you just said you didn't at all.
You sure?
You had like in your testimony you said you did it, but I guess we're just lying now.
Damn.
I don't know. I also did cross country.
That's where all the nice guys were.
Yeah.
And the gay guys, I'll say that. In my high school.
I'm trying to think. We had some weird guys, but no gay guys.
Totally.
Or at least not that I know of.
I think you could be both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can
Yep.
be, wow.
Yes.
Famously.
Yes, totally. It's a square rectangle situation.
Which one's the square? Which one's the rectangle?
I was just working that out in my head and it doesn't really work. Not all weird guys are gay, but all gay guys are weird.
And that's what
That's
you
the
did in
clip.
Quantitative reasoning.
Yes, that got me an A in quantitative reasoning.
Oh, okay. I think this is the big reveal.
Oh, shit.
You guys ready for
Let's
this?
do it.
You drew-
Ooh, it's gonna be
I already know it's funny because I see you drew feet, and I also started with feet.
Hell yeah.
Whoa!
There's a car part.
I
A car with a
dig it.
Christmas tree.
Cars is shorts.
Should have used a darker Sharpie.
Let's pass this around, and then I'll bring it back to the. Okay,
That's cool.
That's actually really sick.
It looks great.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, I like
It's
it a lot.
like kind of cohesive.
Yeah, it truly is.
It's like everyone used the same line weight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty good stuff.
That looks on
really good.
purpose.
Yeah,
It does.
truly.
It looks purposeful.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
looks like real monsters, kind of.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
like floating eyes, nose.
It really works from every angle.
Yeah.
It's exquisite.
Are we really good at exquisite chords?
I kind of like. I'm like. I feel like if we did we can't do another one. That's otherwise
Too
we'd
much.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat, would someone pay $50,000?
This is an investment now.
I'm gonna show that once more.
Banksy. I hate him. I hate him.
Yeah, Banksy's a damn fool.
Because he's hot.
You hate him because he's hot.
I hate him because he's hot.
He's a good example
I've
of that
seen
not
him,
all gay guys are
and
weird.
he's
or whatever.
I so wanted to go to the Banksy thing and like there was the thing on like 14th Street like 2 or 3 years ago, like right after the pandemic, of like a Banksy exhibit, and I just thought that was so ridiculous. I wanted to go inside and claim to be Banksy.
Yeah.
It's like after all you know
right,
about
yeah.
Banksy.
Didn't
like
they do
pain.
is that what they did the doc about? Was that earlier? The exit through the
Exit
gift
through
shop?
the gift shop?
Yeah, that was a few years ago.
Yeah.
just
That's a good
like-
doc.
It's just like not good. They're just not good. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
It's
Nuh-uh.
a secret.
Like, why is it show yourself?
Care.
He's embarrassed because he
Show
sucks so
yourself.
bad.
Because it's like, he's doing stuff that's so transgressive that he can't
But
He
it's
has
just
to
like
be
show
anonymous.
himself. It's like a
Yeah.
girl with a balloon
it's
that
like
has
Ronald
a heart
McDonald
in it.
like
Yeah.
shooting himself in the head.
Oh, man. And the one that, like, someone bought at that auction house and then he shredded it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that a little bit just because there's a contraption involved.
Yeah.
I like a damn contraption.
That's cool.
So
and it,
we
like,
need a- we need a Rube
I
Goldberg.
do think it sucks, but I don't know.
he like,
Sorry, what?
destroyed someone's investment, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
That is sick. That's pimp.
I guess
That
they
is
could do
one of the
shreds.
more cooler ones.
What were you saying
Destruction
about
of
Rube?
capital isn't funny to everyone, but
That's true. That's
Yeah,
right.
economics.
Study economics, surely.
I just like that there was somebody with a button. I
yeah.
I really do enjoy that. It could have been that. You know what I mean?
Benny, have you seen the sculpture that's a big robot arm and it's just like squeegeeing blood back into itself?
Oh yeah. That's
That's
yeah.
a big contraption.
I like
That
that.
sounds cool.
I like
yeah,
that.
it's like
I like
it's
that.
like it'll be in a room. It's a room-sized work of art with like a white floor. And there's a big robot arm, and there's like this red blood-like goo kind of slowly oozing out from it, and then
Hell
it
yeah.
just is squeeging it back into itself, kind of.
You know-
endlessly.
Satisfying.
You know how people are upset when like there's food waste in art? I'm upset that one's wasting blood.
Being mad at the banana taped to the wall because it's food waste.
Wait, I eat that.
It's tape waste.
Tape waste.
Get mad at a painting for being paint waste.
yeah.
Or
That's
food waste
brutal.
from berries back in the day.
Oil waste.
Oh yeah.
Do that old paintings? It's egg.
Yeah,
Before it was oil, it
tempura.
was egg.
Whoa.
Like for fucking. I'm gonna get this wrong. Thousands of years.
That
Like
sounds right.
all the old Jesus ones are egg.
Egg?
Yeah.
Stinky.
Like tempura.
Probably.
Yeah. What's it called?
Tempera.
Yes. And I was at the museum.
That. Yep. You got it. You got it.
And I
No, you
it's-
weren't.
Guy
believe
pretended
you.
to go to a museum.
I had a mustache.
That was where you I was at the Mott Museum.
It said it just kept saying tempura, and I was like, "What is that? Like what?" And I looked up, and they're like,
Just
"It's
egg.
egg." And I'm like, "Oh, they don't want everybody to
Egg.
know that it's an egg."
Right?
That's right. I'm trying to figure out how
Can't
to put
do
this
that
on.
anymore.
I'm trying to make a beret, by the way. We're speaking
Oh
of Banksy.
wow! Good
Oh.
start. Yeah.
I need let's see. Where's that hot glue gun at? There it is.
There we go. Whip that thing
You
out.
guys ready to start gluing a little
Let's
bit?
go.
I would
Yeah,
love to.
glue it up.
Okay, the plug is behind you, Joe. Kind of down to the left there. What's that?
What's up?
What do we laugh at? What do we
Michael goes,
No.
oh fucking hell.
It might be behind you to the left. I don't want to plug it in the beginning because then it gets all stinky.
Totally. Is it over in this area?
It's under your butt.
Oh,
If there was a craft that you
Michael,
could
my
be
shirt,
really
no.
good at, what do you wish?
Probably this kind of thing.
There's other plugs.
Crocheting or
Crocheting.
bracelets. I would love to crochet.
I wish there was a plug.
Sculpting.
Sculpting. Yeah.
Out
High.
of, out of what?
Just granite and marble.
Clay or stone. Yeah.
Oh, I got some clay if you want to do some clay.
Oh, yep.
You got the.
Oh, the plug. I see it.
I think I'd thrive if you had like 10,000 Lego pieces.
Yeah. Like a Millennium Falcon
Yeah.
or
Not
Death
yet.
Star.
I gotta get my.
Need lube? Sorry. Oh, fellas.
Got it.
Now.
Hey, now.
Hey, no.
All right, so when that starts to smell weird,
And we're cooking.
then we're cooking with glue.
Yeah, we're cooking with glue.
I literally just want to do a single dot. So if anybody else is anything they're actually trying to glue, now's your chance.
Okay, I got
I wish I could do something like knit, like something where you could make clothes.
That would be
Like
sick.
knitting.
I would love to sew.
Yeah, sewing.
Yeah.
Did we get everybody's clubs? Did I realized I asked that question. I want to make sure. Did you tell us your clubs? You
Oh
did?
yeah.
I was in marching band.
I was too.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my only club that I
What'd
did.
you play?
Hell yeah.
Saxophone.
Let's go.
That's what's up, dude.
Let's
That's
go.
fucking sick as hell. You were as well. You left that one out.
I played trumpet. Yeah.
Mm.
I
That's
was
what-
also in marching band and concert band.
Yeah. Jazz band.
Hell yeah, I was in jazz band too.
band.
I miss it. I
Yeah.
really miss playing an instrument.
Can you guys still play?
I could have had like
Maybe.
sheet music. But
Yeah.
I was never good at like just like improvising on the saxophone. I could just pretty much just play. what
I was
going on.
getting there, but I kind of gave up on it. And it's hard to practice the trumpet. It's so loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I played clarinet in middle school, and I was like ashamed of practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. Well, clarinet's a bummer to practice.
Squidward ass.
Dude,
Squidward,
God,
yeah.
I was not beating the Squidward allegations. That was one of the things that bullied me into stopping playing.
Squidward.
I feel like band was like our teacher was really chill, and so it felt like the class where you could kind of like do whatever the fuck you wanted for the most part, as long as you were playing music. I don't know, like compared to any other class, I was like,
Yeah.
I'll do a lot more music.
It was less structured.
I don't want to be in homeroom.
Homeroom. Ugh. Horrific.
Homerooms are what an odd concept.
Yeah, it's like just let me sleep a little longer.
Yeah,
Cut
why
out
are we doing
homeroom.
this?
I'll show up at the first real class.
Did you guys have like student announcements, or did you just have like the school would give announcements?
We are like, I think our class president would do the announcements.
Was that a cool kid or?
Not really. It's like a generally well-liked kid, but not really cool.
We had a joke of the day, and I
Ooh.
auditioned for it, and I didn't get it, and that
Oh,
was
no.
one of the. I remember that being devastating. I
God.
was like, oh man.
Where's the kid now who did get joke of the day?
He's so
I
successful.
You have to-
Yeah.
no, I don't remember.
Tony
Who,
Hinchcliffe.
I don't remember who got it. I remember it was me and my friend. Shout out Dan Sostek.
Dan.
We auditioned together, and then these two other guys who. We did like an anti joke, like we did some sort of
You
like
gotta.
ridiculous, and like the teachers were like, no, but it would have worked.
You
I
don't
think
get it.
yeah. literally, they like didn't get it. Yeah.
Did you guys audition as a duo?
Yes. Yeah. It's like supposed to be two people.
It was like, if,
Yeah.
Can
if
Mike
it's
and I
just
try
one,
out?
if it's just one,
Can we go there now and try out?
if it's just one of us, you have to do it. If you get it.
Say SNL. Is that how that works?
Or I mean, I feel like that's the Lonely Island story. Is that they
Oh, is
all
it?
were like, if one of us gets it, you know, like don't wait for us. sort of
Gotcha.
thing.
Gotcha.
Leave me behind.
Leave me. Leave me to die.
I can smell. I can smell a little bit.
Woo.
You ready? Oh, okay.
Get it centered. There you go.
Oh, that looks like a golf. That looks like you're doing a golf thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to say that.
A golf
I just
beret.
want to affirm your golf thing.
Point that out
You do
before
wear
anybody
berets
else.
in golf, kind of.
You could, for sure.
You can.
Yeah, this is one of those.
You can.
Don't tell me what to wear.
As long as it's a collared shirt, you can kind of do whatever you want with it.
I finished my hat.
Nice. That's pretty good. Ooh.
Oh,
Damn.
That's the power of crafts.
Bonjour.
Oh, Banksy is why I thought to make a beret.
Is he French?
No.
No, just he has that kind of annoying art vibe.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of like a cartoon artist.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
He's English.
Oh yeah.
Banksy.
Banksy.
Use English, yeah.
So it should have been like
Banksy.
a newsboy cap, but with like graffiti.
Hell
You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Barbed wire.
Barbed wire on newsboy.
Mickey Mouse. But he's dead.
Mickey Mouse in like a golf barbed wire.
He's in a ball gag. Harness. Banksy.
Ooh, dog barking.
Woo.
Oh shit, where did my little guy go?
You're fucked.
You're fucked. Can we curse?
Nope.
No. Oh no. We gotta start over.
I will go through and bleep out every curse.
Boring.
I did that recently. 'Cause I tried to put out a bunch of dirty jokes, and so I like just went through and went like just beep on every single time I said like cum and fuck and stuff. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like
Beeps make things funnier sometimes.
It's true.
True.
A hearty beep is really funny,
Yeah.
and it could be anything, which makes it even funnier. Do you notice a lot of people when they're like captioning comedy on Instagram will like spell bad words like weirdly so it won't get detected? I think that's weird. I mean, I get why people have to do it.
oh yeah.
It's like, does it even work? I mean, I feel like most of those softwares probably still recognize like.
Maybe. I guess if you're doing like a really weird interpretation.
I've tried to do like a different thing where you just like substitute the word for a different word.
A different
but
word
it's the
that's, like,
same vibe,
allowed?
but not vulgar. Yeah, and then it like so if you're reading it, it kind of just seems seamlessly that, and if you're listening, you don't care. I guess. I don't
like plenus.
yeah, another word. Yeah.
No, like
Oh, I
a
get
real
what
word.
they meant. I'm talking about my penis.
I've been trying to do it more vulgar.
Penis. You're trying to be more vulgar.
Yeah, like if I say like shit or something, I'm gonna start making it say like dookie. I don't know. That's probably not more vulgar.
I think that's allowed.
Piss.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at all these. Is that becoming a person there, Kandel? Is that?
You know, no one knows what is going on.
Whoa! It's becoming 3D.
Becoming 3D.
It's becoming
Yeah.
in a
3D.
cool way. It's like kind of Ninja Turtle vibe on the top.
He's kind of got a baby head where his neck can't really support him
Support
quite yet.
That's tough. What is this gonna be, Whitley? Is this like a collar or something?
Whoa.
Oh my
so
God.
Cool. That's really something.
Jesus.
Wow.
Or a bracelet. but
Yes.
Damn.
I think
Or could be like a.
Oh my God! Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Could be a headband.
Yeah, Benny,
Yeah.
you can keep mine.
Oh, crown.
Do you sew or knit or?
not really. I mean, I've done like embroidery, and I can do
Gotcha.
basic sewing.
This seems like a summer camp skill, like a leftover
Yeah,
summer
it's just
camp
like, I
skill.
was just weaving it.
Nice.
It's just weaving it.
I don't know how to weave.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to pull that off.
Yeah. Did you guys go to summer camp? Speaking of which.
Like once or twice
Yeah,
randomly.
I really hated it.
Yeah, same.
That's
Yeah.
good. I'm glad.
Mm-hmm.
I hated it. I wrote a letter home to my parents, and they kept it. And sometimes my mom reads it.
No.
What's it
I
say?
thought you were gonna say that I thought you meant that the camp kept it. And
No,
like, we're letting you communicate.
I was like,
Like,
"These
mommy didn't write
bastards."
back yet.
Just
She's
don't
busy.
I think think she loves you, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm throwing it out.
Do you recall what it said at all?
No, it was like, I want to go home. And then they're like, no. They wrote a letter back, no. And I was like, you gotta let me go.
This is a one-word letter.
No.
I went to a karate camp.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that sounds
Yeah.
I want to go to karate camp.
It was miserable.
No.
Well, only because it was like I was there. I think it was fun if you went there as a kid. I went there as like a teenager, and the karate dojo I went to was like super, or like wanted to be super intense. So they made like
beating us.
I mean, the black belt test was like essentially you were just pledging at the.
You just had to fight
Oh,
four
wow.
guys before it told.
You had to do anything the
Beat
current black
pipes.
belts asked, and then
What?
Yeah, you had to run everywhere. You couldn't walk.
No.
And then the last day, all the black belt testers are like, or like the people who were testing are like covered in dirt. They're like had to wear their gis the entire time, and then they're exhausted. They haven't been sleeping. And the last test is they go up and down the line of like the 30-some black belts that are currently black belts, and they have to fight them one by one. And then meanwhile, these older black belts are like
That's
fully
Pokemon.
fully fine. They like, have like a super
Fight
easy.
30 people?
Yeah, and do like a minute
Joe,
each. With,
That's crazy.
Really bad.
yeah, it was a bizarre thing.
that's worse than frat. They don't make you fight everybody in the frat.
Yeah, you can fight every dude in the frat. That's much worse.
Wow. Oh my god.
So I didn't get my black belt.
Oh, yeah.
But you like went. You got like 25 guys in and just got.
Yeah, how many guys did you fight?
I didn't go the year I was supposed to test for my black belt.
Oh,
That was
sure.
sort of like I was like, I'm gonna focus on my studies.
That's probably for the best.
I like the idea that it's like a normal summer camp. Also, Kandel, it looks like you're making somebody who's stuck in like a Mr. Beast game, in some sort of horrible
Oh, yeah.
obstacle position or something.
Yeah.
They're on a leash. You got somebody on a saw trap right now.
Yeah.
It's true.
Kinda like,
That's their head is connected to their butthole.
Yeah.
like a
All of their-
Pentagon
Morbid.
shield portrait sculpture.
And karate summer camp, but it's karate, and they're doing still like canoeing and pranking the other cabins and stuff, but it's all karate.
That was-
Like waking up in the middle of the night, you're
Chop your throat.
Lindsay, you know the Parent Trap where they fill that one cabin all with the honey and stuff.
Yeah.
It's that, but it's just you wake up
Cakes
and
and
people.
punch.
And they,
Yeah.
they wake up and kick ass.
That seems like the ultimate movie.
People.
Karate summer
Karate
camp.
Karate summer camp.
Yes,
Come on.
yes.
Sneaking into girls' bunks and like doing katas.
Yeah.
This is the most. Yes.
Yeah.
What was the thing where you had to hold your pee?
That was one time when I was trying to impress somebody. So I drank a ton of water at karate camp. But then we had to go to a tournament where all the black belts were getting beat up, and you weren't allowed there was a big thing. It's like you weren't allowed to go to the it was all about like decorum and like manners. It was
Not
like a very,
pissing.
and not yeah. Like one of the rules of the dojo is like if you had to vomit, which apparently happened a lot, you were supposed to open up your gi and vomit.
I feel like you have like a lawsuit.
Yeah. What the hell?
You're seeing like
Wait, sorry, the rule is you have to vomit
You're supposed
on
to pee
yourself?
into your own
Yeah.
mouth to pee.
And you're a
the dojo
child?
website. It's like Abu Ghraib, and it's
You're a kid
black
being
site.
told to puke on yourself?
that was what we were told in my like.
Mommy.
But I was like 14. I was in the teen and adults class because I was a big 14-year-olds.
So you best be puking on yourself.
But anyway, so I really had to pee because of all this chugging that I did to impress all the kids in my cabin. And then, but I didn't want to. We weren't allowed to go to the bathroom unless it was like an emergency. So I had to like claim that I was like about to vomit.
Piss?
Yeah. And they let me leave. But it was just piss.
Just piss.
They're gonna say like you peed in the middle of a fight.
I was about
send
to.
my kid to a space where they can feel pressure to not use their bodily function.
Yeah, really messed them up about
I
that.
put them in a...
Install
wish
some
I-
shame.
Well, like nobody went to an overnight summer camp at all? Or did you guys go?
I
there?
did.
You
yeah.
did? Oh shit. Okay.
One
That's when they
year.
wrote the letters home.
Oh yeah. You're yeah.
It's like, get me out of here.
I wish I went to. Longest one I went to was like a 3-day Jewish one time, but for the most
mine
part,
was
I went to
like
like
8
a
weeks.
8 weeks. You
Yeah,
went?
just like a
I
weekend
think
or something.
6 or 8 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, and I remember like
Wow.
my parents being like, "This is a one-time thing." It was really expensive.
Yeah.
I think it was like fancy.
I went for I think maybe 2 weeks or a week
Oh, wow.
at a like 3 different times, and I hated it every time.
It was intense.
Yeah.
Mine was like at a college. It was at a Wellesley College in Massachusetts, and it was like beautiful, and it was a bunch of like international kids.
Yeah.
And there were a ton of like day trips and stuff, sports.
sounds
and- It
Kind
was
of.
cool. I like
the
it
hot glue
now.
gun real quick, by the way. Maybe we should unplug it.
Hot glue gun?
Yeah. Do we?
I'll use
let's,
it.
You want to use it? Okay. Just want to make sure because yeah. Sorry to
I'm
interrupt.
gonna need that.
No, I just,
I actually forgot. Okay, I blocked out this memory. I went to a like 2-week video game development camp when I was like 16.
where was it?
Some sort of
building.
tech college, maybe in like Maryland or Delaware
Okay.
or something. I don't remember the exact place, but I just remember that like it was so clicky in this insane way that I didn't like. You would have thought it would have been all like kind of like nerds or something,
Totally.
and that was like a significant fraction of it. So then the only people that like were women or the not nerd guys immediately sort of formed this insane hierarchy
You got
and
it.
just like and like I didn't like that, so then they like ostracized me and all the other nerds to like this like peasant class, and it was like a horrible time.
It's like, hey, you're still a video game development camp.
Yeah, I was. It was crazy. Yeah,
Wow, Lord of the Flies.
it was weird. Yeah.
Did you learn how to develop a video game at all?
Honestly, no. It was like it wasn't even that. It was like within this game called Neverwinter Nights, they had like this system for building a level within that game platform. So we just built a video game level. It's like, you know, you ever play Halo Forge? You ever like make a Halo, like decide where the guns go and stuff?
Oh, yes.
It's like we did that for 2 weeks.
Awesome.
It was
could
cool.
do that
Yeah.
at
Get
home.
tortured by your hegemonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, okay, we had an uprising. So we would play video games.
Like rushing back.
We would play like video games collectively. Like we'd do like LAN parties. We'd play like COD and stuff.
Right.
And so by the end, me and like the horde of nerds, me and the other nerds, I was also a nerd at this time.
Right.
Still am. Yeah. We kind of like just started just attacking them all the time in the game. And like,
So it was a virtual rebellion.
it's a virtual rebellion.
Gotcha.
In real life, we were like, hello.
Hi.
They had us play like sports and shit.
Ugh.
We like playing kickball. It's like, no, we're here to we're at video game camp.
Yeah, some of my high school friends were counselors at like a very similar camp when we were in high school for like younger kids. And they're like, yeah, like the kids really hate outdoor time. Like, but we like have to give them like an hour of outdoor time. And they get really mad during it. And they were like, yeah, like the girls feel really alienated.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I couldn't tell you who those girls were as people, but I remember that they were gods in that vicinity.
It's cool if you can embrace that and not just be, you know.
And there was an uprising.
There was an uprising.
Yeah. That is a bit of a. I just remember that being a not the best couple weeks. But I went to a camp I liked a lot. I went to this old like nature day camp. That was a lot of fun.
Cool. That sounds good.
Did you guys go to any that you liked?
No, I was never gonna like camp as a kid. I just hated like having to be somewhere every day during the summer and having to like do stuff. Just wanted to be at home.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked band camp. When
Ooh.
I went to that for a week.
Hell yeah.
That was usually fun.
I would love
That
to go to
would-
band camp.
What's that
You
band
guys
camp?
didn't do band camp?
No, we
for your
didn't do band
marching
camp.
Really? We did a week before the school year where we would go
Cool.
and learn our routine
Nice.
and hang out. And it was generally like pretty exciting because like you're all socially getting together before school starts and people are
There's no homework,
dating
yeah.
and
Yeah, it's
homework
it's
and-
famously horny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
The
that
idea.
camp in general is famously horny.
It's famously
That's the
horny.
way I do it.
Yeah.
No, sir. I'm
Barfing
puking
into
in my
my
knee.
I enjoyed running camp. I did a running camp.
Whoa.
That was at the
Oh.
same camp as my karate camp, but I did it
sounds
as
like
I was when I was
hell.
older, and I actually did enjoy it. But it was exhausting.
Ugh, running.
What do you mean it was the same camp as the karate camp?
It was like the same. It was in the Poconos. It was at the same location,
Oh, sure.
Camp Canadensis.
Wait, are you from the Philly area too?
No, Jersey.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, Camp Canada. I straight up think I might have gone there for like 3 days for like the Hebrew
Oh,
for the,
shit.
for the Jewish thing. I straight up think I've been there. Yeah.
Does Gaga Ball ring a bell?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh, you know what it was? Oh, like by like the water.
Yeah. Like an octagon.
Dude, I caught a fish there.
Dude.
Yeah. Okay. That's
I
crazy.
met that
That's
fish.
crazy.
He gave me very wise advice.
It was our like 6th grade. We had like a school camping trip.
Oh.
There was a dance at the end of it, and that ended early, and everybody was crying because
There was a rebellion.
it was like because it was kind of the emo area, and I remember kids were self-harming.
Ooh.
At
so
the
there's-
camp?
At the camp, yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't remember the exact details of that, but that was a big deal. They we're all like dancing and stuff. They turn the lights on and they like make us all sit down, and then we have an
Stop
assembly.
self-harming.
Yeah, they were like knock it off.
Knock it off.
Fuck it off. I was a
So you're
camp
grinding.
counselor. Oh yeah, grinding.
grinding. We had our prom my senior year. They did it at the Georgia Aquarium. But the only thing is like you can't play the music too loud because it startles the fish. So it's just a bunch of kids grinding to like extremely slow music with a whale going by.
Wow.
Startles the fish.
Don't tap on the glass, and they're like up against it. Like,
Yeah.
Like a whale like bumping against the glass.
You guys ever do a grind chain?
No.
Can't say I have. That wouldn't be something. I would
Yeah,
be a part
startled that
of.
while he's building his thing.
Does this seem like someone who's been in the grind machine?
This
No,
is his
he's
grind.
making one. You're making one right
Yeah,
now.
this is true. It looks like people playing
This thing
Twister.
actually feels like
Yeah.
like you're gonna cure something.
Are those?
Like
Is that somebody
making
holding on to that? Is that?
Cerebral connection.
This is the brutalist.
I was
Yeah.
trying to create something being on top of this thing.
It's
Yeah,
a-
that's
it's-
awesome.
You did it.
It's like this thing is like riding this bug like thing.
Yeah, no one really knows what it's about. But
That does.
Earlier you said it was like something, and I liked that it resembled
glass.
anything at all.
Like that's what it shall be.
Beast Games. By the way, the best arts and crafts tonight will get $1 million.
Oh, I gave up after my keychain. It's gonna be Whitley. That's looking good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
What to do next? You can make it a full sphere.
I know. So I was
Headband.
thinking a hat,
Crown.
a bag,
Ooh.
Bag.
An EKG.
an EKG, an EKG.
That's pretty good.
How's the tensile strength of that? How's it the?
Yeah, how's
It's
that
actually
hold up?
really good.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's
What does it look like on your
crazy.
head?
Wow.
There it is.
Midsummer.
This is a Technicolor.
There you go. That's pretty good.
I have not seen Midsummer, but that does seem like that.
That's kind of what they're
If the
doing.
blood was
Similar
tissue
vibe.
paper.
Yeah. I would be so much more useful in another society.
You think so?
And like a dystopia kind of thing, or
Well,
like
if I could make a
apocalypse.
basket, I could make some. I could make all kinds of stuff. You know?
That sounds like camp to me.
Yeah. Well, no. I went to a YMCA Christian camp, and I distinctly remember, like, part of what I hated about it was I felt like I was doing a lot of work and not getting any recognition, and the kids that were more charming we're getting a lot of
Yeah.
recognition, and
That's how
it wasn't a
cults form.
meritocracy.
Yeah.
Yes, totally.
And also, they made us like go around the room and talk about if we had a bowel movement, and I thought that was really invasive. Not their business.
Why did they do
Why did-
that?
yeah.
I guess to make sure we were healthy.
That's
But like,
Yeah, but there's other ways to.
That's how they were. That's the system that the whatever 17-year-old girl who was in charge of us developed,
You
where we all
shit?
just go
You
around
shit?
and and then there was one girl who was super popular and was always shitting perfectly, and
Of
we couldn't
course.
live up to that.
just pumping them out.
Yeah, perfect, beautiful, well liked, shitting
Regular.
every day.
Yeah, nice and firm.
Mike, that
And
looks.
Whitley, wow, nothing again.
Nothing
Okay.
again.
We'll come back to you tomorrow.
Are you nervous?
Are you nervous to be here?
You know that policy was just because someone shit themselves really bad.
Yeah, or like didn't shit so long they died.
Yeah.
A 17-year-old triaging, like, all right, I got to start asking them all if they've shat recently.
That's really all I can do.
Mike, that looks like the thing Aziz Ansari got canceled for.
Oh yeah.
What?
Putting your
Nothing.
hand-
Where's my camera? Where's my camera? Okay.
Nothing at all.
A bad date.
Right. Is that illegal now?
Oh my gosh.
If this is wrong. I feel like
A saw trap of sorts.
a what?
A saw trap of sorts.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Well, it's like there's someone up here, there's someone down there.
Yeah. That's it.
Kind of being ridden.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm reading it
Kind
as.
of like violent and sexual.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
like some of the
dude.
best
That's
art.
the Mike specialty.
Yeah.
Can we unplug this guy now?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
God, let's get that guy cooled and back down.
for sure.
Unless you want to forever glue that into a permanent position.
Looks pretty secure.
I was really.
You get to keep that, by the way.
Oh.
Wait, wear it. Wear it. Can you?
Now I have to
wear it?
carry this on the street
Wear it,
and
yeah.
scare
Yeah, I'm
everyone.
just gonna wear it as like a little.
Oh,
What kind of
terrifying.
I
rocks,
think it is just
Michael?
Not Slytherin.
They're putting me in that fifth
Michael's
house.
wearing athletic shorts and cowboy boots and this all summer.
I live outside with Hagrid.
I take the short broom to school.
Oh.
Oh, that rocks. Short train.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
This will be good on the next podcast episode you do. You can explain to people. It's like you can even do this. It's like really.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it can even be this. Yours is looking like
Yes.
something.
It's something.
Aw.
He's got a little.
Oh, that kind of looks like a
Whoa.
Nintendo.
It's like a baby
character.
toy.
Yeah, yeah, I really
I was
did
thinking
baby
of it as
toy
a,
at the
Is he an
it's
owl?
A lot like a baby toy.
Yeah.
If that was hard plastic, babies would go ape shit for that.
Oh my
I
god.
like the little felt ringy thingy.
This
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I was
Little
sort of
dangles.
vibing. I sort of I wanted to make it like a sandwich, but I didn't have the colors for a sandwich,
Oh.
so I made it more
Just blue.
just blue.
Just blue.
That looks like a Ring doorbell for one of those like toy homes.
Oh yeah.
It's like a
You
kid's
from Fisher?
Fisher Price. Yeah,
Fisher
that's a
Price.
Fisher
Price.
Price Ring doorbell.
You can
or
see
Pee-wee
who's not
Pee-wee
your
Herman's.
kid's doorbell.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, that would be crazy. Like kids' toys, like
They
a
don't-
mini kitchen or mini cards, like the mini ring
Ring
surveil.
Yeah.
Watch to see.
Whitley, you better pull that off because those are currently ruining it.
Stop.
Ruining it,
No.
Listen.
I'm sure it'll work out, but I'm.
but you don't think you don't like what's
Not
happening.
the in between stages.
Oh wow! Okay,
I'm not cooking
okay,
with it.
okay.
I believe- I trust the
I trust it. I fully
Oh my God,
fully
it's
trust
just
it.
a process.
Wow! Oh my gosh, this is like more stressful.
No, I'm just.
knowing that everyone's.
Yeah,
Just
we're
how
like,
many
you're at a
times where they're
crossroads
making a
right
table,
now.
and you're just like, stop now, stop now.
Yeah, it's perfect now. Don't get the gray paint.
Oh no, not
Don't get the gray paint.
black epoxy. Now
Oh.
it's a dark black table.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Do you have any?
Is that yeah?
Just looking at her.
I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this into a lily pad hat. This is the new plan. This part's the easy part.
Oh yeah. No problem.
Joe, what do you think about gluing ours together?
Oh, and then you take it.
I'm trying to get it.
Can we team up?
Trying to do a mergers and acquisition somewhere. Someone's got to go and move this bad boy.
Double the value.
It's titled Occupied.
Don't knock. That
Yeah, when this thing's a rockin'.
Yeah.
Karli, what'd you make?
I made my keychain. It's on the table. It's the pink and green.
Make a
chain.
vape cover.
Ooh. All right, restart the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think about comedy these days?
Oh boy.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Fun. Well, start with your thoughts.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's bad?
Benny probably doesn't have any opinions on it.
Yeah, that's true. There's nothing there.
You got my ass, dude. I just think it's funny that we haven't talked about comedy in any capacity.
Not really.
We don't have to. And I don't even.
We can.
Yeah. What?
The state of it?
Yeah.
Well, I was curious if you guys had any pressing thoughts on the matter. If not, no worries.
I mean, it's fun to do. I like it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Rocks.
I think it's increasingly not looking like a career
Yeah.
for almost anyone we know. But
It is, yeah. Career-wise, I feel like I feel like the things that are happening in entertainment in general is kind of depressing.
Yeah. Like you have to really make some crap to be successful.
Yeah. But also any industry, they all seem like they're kind of
Yeah.
going
true.
down the tube. But this one feels particularly like not recession-proof,
Yeah.
especially if you're not making. But maybe I don't know. Maybe it will be.
It's weird. They say it
will
is.
be
Ooh, the new wave.
the new wave.
Like, don't they famously say that like the entertainment industry is supposed to be recession-proof, right? Or like that's what they've said before.
Like people always want.
They always want to watch TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if you can't go out and do stuff, it's like, all right, I'm gonna watch Netflix. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. But I see what you're saying though, and I hope I don't know. I think that we're on the precipice of a lot of money going the bad directions and stuff being more expensive and whatnot. So
Yeah. And also just like the things that people are watching or like that money is going towards in entertainment seems to be like I mean obviously like IP stuff, but also like, you know, video game movies and
Right.
TikTok.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah.
Like essentially Beast games
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
But I guess there also are models for you to make like your own stuff on a much smaller scale.
It's true.
Which it might be like, okay, you'll always need supplemental other job, but you could still do maybe something you like more easily than in
YouTube
the
is
past.
pretty popular, and
Yeah.
there's a path to money for YouTube certainly,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's not everyone's dream necessarily to be a YouTuber,
Sure.
which I think people will have to adjust to.
so negative.
Yeah, I guess. How's it going for you, Benny?
Pretty similar boat where I'm like, I think I've been kind of excited previously where I was like, all right, maybe I could kind of get it to work. But now I'm looking at all the money drying up and I'm like, oh, maybe I should get out of the game for a while. You know what I mean?
I feel like live stand-up though is doing well now.
Yeah, it seems like there's
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was thinking that like with the coming of all the AI stuff and how happy people are to see things made by AI, I was thinking that like live performance is one thing that is AI proof a little bit
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that is people will always want to see. I think.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I think the formula basically now is like you have to be like
Super famous.
someone that people love seeing like
Totally.
on their phone like during their lunch break.
Yes.
And then it's like you can go visit them in a theater.
Yeah.
So that's the I don't know. But that's doable.
Sort of like the Disney experience
Sure.
for everything. For every human
Yeah,
person, it becomes a Disney breakfast.
Meet and greet with my
Yeah, meet
little
and
character
greets.
guy.
More like celebrity based than like maybe work based.
Yeah.
singular like piece of art based.
Yeah, it just seems like the old approach to stand up like is I think some people are definitely still doing it. Where like you somehow like try to go out of town with someone who has a car and like do shows, but I don't know. I feel like most people can't or don't want to do that because it doesn't have very promising returns, either financially or like, just career-wise.
Unless you're already famous.
Exactly, yeah. Which is why, like, people in Denver would want to see you.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just in for a terrible trip where you make no money and no one likes your set.
Yeah, I've been kind of, I guess, in a little bit of that in-between space where sometimes I'll have an out-of-town show and I'll just lose money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Can't do... I did that, a few months ago, and I was like, what? How are people doing this every weekend? And, like, not working otherwise.
Where'd
like,
you go that time?
I went to Toronto.
Oh, right.
But I, paid for it.
Goddamn.
It's like, what? This is like this was a terrible decision.
Yeah.
This is like one of the best opportunities I've had in a while, and it was a terrible decision.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the state of comedy is state of general economy is what I think it's. We're maybe in a spot where it's like impossible to predict, and we need to just circle back in like 3 months.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of almost like everything is impossible to predict, and you have to just like see what opportunities arise and what different forms you can do stuff in, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm telling myself.
Yeah. And I think also the state of trying to be a comedian has always been the state of like trying to be a small business owner.
Yeah.
Like if you have a bunch of capital to invest in it up front, like you're going to be much more likely to be successful and not ruin your life.
Yeah.
But the sketch comedy game is booming.
There you go.
Yeah, so let's go more specifics. I am actually curious. Speaking of which, we got Hotel Art Thief. My guest this week, we're also we're at the 1 hour mark.
$4,000 on the Hotel Art
I
Thief.
think,
Yeah.
One of one?
fucking go.
About to be made famous in a sketch.
Yeah.
Put it in.
My guests this week are Karli Maruli, a very funny. Everybody here is a stand-up except for Joe.
Yeah.
Karli is very funny. Joe. And then Kandel's very funny.
Joe likes his computer.
I do little bleeps bloops on the computer.
So what you do with bleep bloops.
Yeah.
But like you.
Comedy.
It's not comedy.
Okay, you're all like extremely funny and are crushing it, and so to hear such a bleak outlook from this group of people is so upsetting.
Truly soul crushing.
Yeah.
Like I am like you guys are crushing it.
I've assembled the
Wow.
finest minds to tell you to give up.
I feel like it goes.
Damn,
up
that
and
fucking
down.
sucked.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel
Like they're-
inspired,
Yes, totally.
and then other times when I feel low. I guess it's just like the gap between like what is popular versus what is like good. Sometimes
Yeah.
is
And like, what's a pathway to making any money
Any money.
yeah.
in comedy at all?
Yeah, I am down recently because I'm doing my taxes and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You need to just take inventory of your whole fucking
yeah,
value.
exactly.
I think it's hard too when you feel like you're working so much and making no money.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
dude.
And I feel like, you guys all do really excellent work and it ends up big places, and like seemingly that doesn't translate into just like not having to worry about anything else,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
But I do think. Well, I guess while I agree with that, I do think that I don't want you to be under the illusion that it's doing nothing, because I do think it's just like just keep going. Like it's like that meme of the
guy
guy
doing the
mining
dig-
in the
The
diamonds.
miner.
I don't even think it's like the diamonds are
And
on the
there's
side. I think it's
JFL
like
right behind
you
them.
got the yeah.
His JFL logo.
Guy holding up a sign that says "Give up." So close to getting there.
But I guess my thought is it's not even that you're close to getting there. It's that every inch does matter. You know what I mean?
Say that.
As my
say that.
ex-wife used to say. That's why she left. And No, yeah, but like I don't know, like it's like you guys could, just go viral another maybe 20 times and you're good.
That is sort of the question. It's like,
Right. Like, what if you knew the actual number
It
and you
feels,
just had to do
it feels like it is always. I am doing that calculation of like, all right, just got to do a couple more 100,000 like things, and it's like, is that gonna like? Will I always just be saying that?
I'm not kidding. I think that's for real.
Yeah.
Because
terms of
that's
numbers,
that's what
I
I
think
did.
you guys
know
should
what I mean? I
have
don't know
some
what to-
merch. Honestly,
Merch would be cool.
I think you should do that.
Have
Some
any
people would
brands
get
hit
it.
you up?
We got a shout out Graza
Why did you do that?
for very I guess.
Everyone's doing Graza.
Yeah, I
There's
guess we
no
didn't want
shame
to.
in that one.
What is
Yeah, I
it?
guess we
What
had
is
some shame in it.
It's
They wanted us to do
Oil.
They wanted us to do a video game, and we were a little afraid of doing like diluting the video game aesthetic that we have, and like it takes a while.
And it was a while back. It was like right after
The bear
one.
So I was like, I cannot do another video game.
Like, if
right
you had
now.
told us before, we could have threw some Graza in the
Yeah.
Oh, you guys noticed it was a kitchen? Good job.
Yeah. Let me make the kitchen again. No problem. So easy to make the kitchen.
But I do feel like, I don't know, with some branded stuff, I do feel like you do get into like or at least I've seen it. I feel like you get into, you kind of back your...
Name names, Joe?
Yep. Try on the
I
tip
get
of your
it.
tongue.
It's, like, it's very tempting to do, and I would do it, but...
I've voiced this complaint many times.
The
Where
what?
like I feel like this is gonna be repetitive for some of you, but like it used to be really lucrative to be like someone who is in commercials. Still is, if that's like the way you're going. If you're like a commercial actor, like you get like thousands of dollars, to like be in a commercial. And now like a company DMs you and they're like, "Hey, do you want like $500 to
Yeah.
like basically make a commercial for us
me?
for
Yeah.
no money?"
Exactly.
Like, to make like a little low budget commercial because you reach this many people.
Yeah,
And
'cause
instead of
you
us
have all the
having-
value,
Right.
yeah.
So we don't need to dump a huge budget into making an ad for our product. We can just reach all of your audience.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
cheapens the video.
Yeah, I mean,
like it.
yeah.
I was just, I don't.
When
I don't-
everything's
I don't
a little
no.
ad.
I guess. Okay. I feel two ways about where I'm like, all right, if you need to pay rent, totally. But
Yeah.
then sometimes I'm like, if
I would do it too.
Yeah, yeah.
It sucks.
If you don't need that to pay rent, then I am like, what are you doing? Come on,
Yeah.
don't do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like when somebody's already crushing it, and then I see them sell out, I'm like, knock it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also like
If it
Sorry,
were
go
more
ahead.
money, we'd do it.
Yeah.
for sure.
It's like, it's
'Cause it'd
not-
be worth
it's not
it.
that much money. It's not like, oh, are we selling out if we do? It's like,
It's like we're selling out for like
like-
$500.
it's like I'm trying to sell out. It's,
Yeah.
Right. They're not making it easy. We just sell out.
I also do think that it matters what the thing is too, and like,
Yeah. For
like
sure.
I don't know, and why. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Seems like most of the little brand deals are harmless enough. It's like food and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Palantir, though, if you want to.
oh dear, Raytheon, please.
We do a 3D head of like further face scanning technology.
Yeah.
Also, I have Karli and Whitley on as well, both very funny stand-ups, and they're also in the Hotel Art Thief sketch expanded universe, as mentioned before.
It's true.
Joe and Kandel are the Hotel Art Thief. Also, Whitley runs a cool show called Club Video,
Yeah.
Coming up.
where people submit sketches
Coming
and
up.
stuff. If you ever seen me and Cameron's lap sketch, that was for Club Video.
Yeah.
I love that sketch.
Do you?
I do,
appreciate
yeah.
Thank
That
you.
cracked me up.
Yeah. May 17th. May 17th. You got to buy your tickets and come.
Yeah.
Me and Cameron got to make
It's gonna be
sketches
fun.
again. We made two. We made Number Scrabble, which is I'm really happy about that one, and then
Number
Laugh
Scrabble.
also. I'm excited. May 17th.
May 17th. It's a good time. It'll be a party.
Are you doing one for Club Video?
Nope. Maybe I should. Is it
late.
submissions closed?
Too late.
I'll submit
But-
this clip.
Hopefully, we're gonna do some. Maybe do it more regularly. That's what we're hoping.
nice.
That
Cool.
you have to come out and buy tickets because if it goes well, we're in a new venue at Silo, which is like a big electronic music warehouse rave space. And if it goes well, then we'll probably be able to do more.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's
Gotta
such a
get
fun
the
time.
word out.
It's been packed. It's been full to
Oh
the
my
gills.
God,
yeah,
it's been like
So you got a
inhumane
bigger
the last
space
few
because it
times.
was full
So it
to the
was
gills.
like 220 was the most people we ever had at the last space.
Wow.
And the
That's
new space
how-
can house 350.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's what we're
Nice.
gonna try and do. Yeah.
How difficult is that to put on?
I mean, like we have it so down pat now, me and Micah and Marshall, that it's pretty routine. But I would say it is a fair amount of work.
Yeah, it seems
You
like
know,
it because I feel like there's so much that could go wrong with like a video show, and I feel like they always go pretty smoothly.
I feel like this one will like actually be a lower lift because now they have like real sound and a real screen and stuff, which we used to have to like make in the warehouse and set all that up. So that was like the big operational lift and all the chairs.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's pretty much just like making all the graphics and promo, and Micah like assembles the show. And I don't see the show until the day it airs, which is always really fun.
Really?
So yeah.
I thought there was there's no like. Wait, who's doing the curatorial process?
So the
Or is that-
way the submissions work is you send just a piece of work that you've made ever before. You don't have to send the thing that we're gonna show. You just have to send us by the deadline something that's never premiered anywhere else. So a lot of them, we haven't seen them. Nobody's seen them. So we
Cool.
just screen them.
So
Okay,
how do you
yeah.
choose the order?
That's
Sorry.
what I was. That's what I thought. Yeah, yeah.
Michael will choose the
question.
order, so Michael will watch
Okay.
them.
Oh,
He'll
okay.
arrange them. It's
So I
only
thought-
new
I
to
thought it was-
me. Yeah,
okay.
so that's kind of his. Yeah,
That's very cool.
domain. Yeah, it's
Yes.
fun.
Yeah, same thought. I was like, it seemed like they were chosen in an order.
Totally.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Micah sees them and puts them in an order because, like,
Makes
I don't
sense.
know if you guys were there for the one where Michelle did the Subway sandwich
Oh, yeah,
chorus.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
Oh,
she
yeah,
does the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing of Subway sandwich, and there's this big chorus of people singing about it, and it was like so awesome, and we're like, oh, nothing's gonna top that. That's the end video, and then another video came up, and everyone was kind of like, oh, like that would have been such a good moment. But it was Joel
Ooh.
Straley recreating all of the what's it called? The guys that hurt themselves.
The Rock'em.
Johnny Knoxville.
Jackass.
Yeah. So he's all these.
Jackass.
He had all these clips from himself in high school doing Jackass stuff, and he recreated it, including he safety pinned his ass cheeks together.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
that was the final
Oh,
shot.
wow.
So that was a pretty good, like, Michael's curatorial mind. It was like, what could be better than this? And it was just like
Only
something
someone safety
insane.
pinning their ass together.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Because I remember we were like second or something, and we were like, "Oh, is that like a?" Because we felt like that was deliberately chosen, and we were like, We wonder why, but
Yeah,
no
he
idea.
Bad.
chooses them.
Bad. Yeah.
Bad.
It's like, we were like, well, they don't want to start the show bad, right?
Right,
So,
that's true. You gotta
Totally.
keep people there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
I
start
think
strong.
it's like he mostly does it of like what's a nice rhythm between all the different videos. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no like we're amping up to the best video or anything like that. At least I don't know.
Oh, well, I
And
guess
they're all good. So.
in a larger sense, I give you credit for. Yeah, okay, when people are making sketches and stuff, you just kind of, a lot of the time, we're just kind of crapping them into the void. You know what I mean? So to be in a room and to see like 120 people look away,
Yeah.
it feels good.
React to the stuff, like to
Get real
everyone to
feedback.
react to things together.
Yes.
So Micah ran another show called Red Hot Video Fun Time before, and it was like smaller, but it was the same thing basically. And that's where I started making videos, and it really did feel so much better to get like real feedback from real people and hear everybody gasp and hear everybody laugh. And,
Yes, it incentivizes
feels
the
good.
yeah
Yeah.
and then you edit it based on the live reaction. We edited lap for what we were like. Oh, that joke didn't
You
get a
like
laugh.
made
We
changes?
cut it. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's interesting. That's cool.
I think.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like what the whole point is, just to get people like actually interacting with each other around stuff, which I think has been good.
Reels the show.
Reels the show.
Yeah, wait, that'd be
Truly.
sick.
Yeah, would you
Wait.
accept a brand
huge-
partnership
a huge-
video?
Like,
Swipes.
like if the
Thing-
crowd,
if-
the crowd gets like the flags from like Jubilee, and if enough people put it up, we swipe to the next. video.
Yeah,
Just
just skip
watch reels
it.
for an hour and a half.
You fast forward. You
That's how my brain works. You
can vote to skip 15 seconds.
Yeah, we can speed it up. I'm
Would you guys ever be on the like pop the balloon? If they gave you quite a bit of money,
They give
which
me
I'm
like
sure they don't.
no. If it was like
But if they
10K,
did.
I would do it. Yeah.
They reached out about Tourette stuff, Jubilee.
really?
They wanted me to do like, they're like, what if we did one, with the odd one out? It's like 6 people, one of them doesn't have
pretend to
Tourette's.
be, yeah.
No, I had a Zoom call with the guy. I was like, don't do that, dude. And
Insane.
Yeah, what do you do?
They were like, all right, we're gonna find someone else, but we're gonna do it.
Someone chill.
Can't tell us not to do it.
they kept reaching out and trying to get me to like pitch ideas, and I was like, pay me. I'm not gonna do free labor, dude. I don't know. So
If
I
you do
could've
not
done it.
hire me, then just do one of my ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I could have done
20
it.
people
Gotten a
with
bunch of-
Tourette's versus one guy without Tourette's.
Exactly. Yeah. Debate. Yeah.
Did you guys see the one that was like Sam Cedar and the?
Yeah.
Yeah, 20
That was
conservatives.
crazy.
Listen, I'm watching these. I think
watching
they're
them
bad.
too,
I think they're bad for
like,
society,
all
but
these
I'm watching.
people are like insane.
Yeah,
This is
so
what
no minds are being changed.
No, yeah,
The
like
doctor one, the doctor one, he literally said that. The doctor one was crazy because they were all like really out there
Anti-vaxxers.
anti-vax people like debating him, and he was just like so nice and calm the whole time. But there's one part, or there's a clip that I saw online, but he just like stopped saying what he was gonna say. He was like, "Is there anything I could say right now that could possibly change your mind?" And then she was like, "Honestly, no, because I like read stuff and I like know things." And it's like, okay, so then I think we're done here.
yeah.
That's so sad.
That's truly sad.
And then, so are you guys? So you guys are consuming
Vaccinated.
these hour-and-a-half long content.
On the 2x.
Was that?
On the 2x.
Yeah, you gotta be 2x.
You gotta be 2x.
Oh, that's-
I'm eating a burrito in bed and 2xing that.
I'm playing Valheim. I'm playing video
2xing
games.
the burrito.
Yeah, 2xing the burrito.
I'm like putting eye drops in my eyes and eating a burrito while I do that at 2x speed.
Does Jubilee do the ones that are like a bunch of gay guys have to decide like if
Your
the next person
fate.
in line is
Yeah, I think
straight
so.
or
Yeah,
gay?
yeah.
Wait, which one? Sorry.
They're like they have like a line of guys, and the guy like just like says his name, says hi. They look at what he's wearing, and they decide if he's gay or straight. And then at the end, they
Oh,
reveal.
yes, yes.
It's a big like you can't always judge by
Yeah.
the cover. And there's another one where it's like bodybuilders, and then they have to like
Decide if
say
they're
if
natural
they're like
or
on
not.
steroids. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's
Natty or
interesting.
not.
Natty or not.
The
Amazing.
blindfolded, and they gotta be like, who's not a black guy?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Morph
Just by
suits.
voice. Yeah.
What the hell was Drewski's show? You guys ever see clips from that? I seen
I would
clips and I'm like,
say
what
that's
on
what
earth
it
is
is.
this?
Yeah, it never
It's
really.
like auditioning, but I don't know why.
I think it was
Yeah.
like fake auditions.
It's like vibes.
I think so.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
funny that like I kind of like that there's like a section of media now that's just like if you could do a play just your friends in your basement, like what if that was on TV?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, Drewski, you pretend to be like Diddy and making the band. Okay, I'll do that. And then, well, you guys pretend to be the girl. Like that level.
I think it's also supposed to be like, what if there was a show that was like just like the bad American Idol auditions? Like we try to get like crazy delusional people to think that they're really auditioning for like
For
a record
something,
label.
yeah.
Then we go, haha.
That's
No,
so
no, you're
sick.
not.
I hate that.
Let's make one right now. Let's make a Jubilee-esque video. We
Ooh,
got
what would our
5
thing be?
liberal cucks.
Do they all agree?
Topic.
Everybody blindfold.
I
and
should
you
be
have to tell 'em-
dominated on a scale of 1 to 5.
Do you hit mics regular or do you not?
5 true open micers and 1 guy who's not about that.
One guy who can't
Oh,
hang. One guy who doesn't know where Pine Box is.
one computer guy.
Totally. So yeah, when I'm telling a joke by myself, not in a sketch, I totally have a persona.
I love standing up.
I love standing up and telling my joke with no props and no costumes.
Micers. I love having one beer and that's it. On like Tuesday.
I love putting my name in the bucket.
And I don't
we have that.
fold
We
it.
have that in improv. We have that in improv.
That would be fun. Real micers.
Real micers.
Mike just starts doing a black accent for some
He's real. He's real. He's real. He's real.
He says like one word, and we're like, real.
Real.
He goes to Mike's. Yeah, I've heard that joke. Yeah.
Jubilee.
Jubilee.
Get in here.
Yeah.
We know you're following Benny.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
Trying to milk him for anything.
Yeah.
I don't think they're following me. I think they reached out to people for Tourette's people, and somebody submitted me.
You're in the database.
I'm in the database. Yeah.
What's the weirdest like job offer or like fake job offer DM that you've gotten, or real job offer,
Yeah.
if any?
Have people
Like in
asked you to
DMs,
like
like for-
speak sincerely?
Or
to,
email?
like,
Yeah.
Oh, for Tourette stuff?
Yeah.
No, typically no. That's not really like I've gotten weird podcasts is the pretty standard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
People be like, you want to come on and talk about this?
You want to get in the dunk tank?
yeah. College interviews, I think, is a common one. Where,
Interesting.
like a student will be like, I'm doing a project.
Oh wow.
like-
Have you done any?
When I was in college, I did it.
Yeah.
Like some of my friends, but not now. You know what I mean? But,
Yeah.
I'm done with that life.
Yeah.
I'm done with
pay
that.
me.
And now, can't be talking to children.
Broke kids.
Yeah, you don't have any money.
You know, any money.
Yeah. Pay me?
Here's the first thing you learn out of school. Kid.
Yeah.
Money talks.
Yeah. Get a grant. Get some funding.
I'm gonna need you to go back home, get a grant,
Get a grant.
come back to me, talk to me nice.
Is that the vape?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Whoa. Let me see that. Ooh, that's nice.
Whoa.
That's
It
cool.
goes the other way.
That could have been you.
That could have been me.
That could have been you.
That could have been me.
Yeah.
Can't focus like that.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Cool.
Wow.
Can you access the button?
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Mind if I hit it? Oh.
Oh, I don't know what I don't know what
Into
I
the
said.
gi.
We got a vape in karate class. Yeah, we were super strict.
I
wanna
did
come up with a topic to-
taekwondo. Sorry.
Sorry. I wanted to come up
I
with a
did
topic to
taekwondo.
debate. Go first, though.
I did taekwondo, and there was a drive-by shooting at our taekwondo.
Oh my
studio.
god.
And then we were like, "Is this useful?"
That's so funny.
The black belt like runs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pushing all the white belts.
Guys, what are we doing here?
Anyways, what were you saying?
Let's debate a topic.
Okay.
Debaters.
Debaters.
For sure. Yeah, let's see what we got.
Let's get. Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay.
Debaters.
You'll
become
be.
my
Do you want to be the
waiters.
moderator because you're the only non-stand-up?
I would love to be a moderator.
And then we'll get.
human than us?
We don't.
Less human.
Among us four who do stand-up, we don't.
Okay.
We don't know what the division is yet, but we'll divide ourselves into two camps
When this
based on some
topic comes
opinion.
up,
Okay.
though, boy, or the line's gonna
I don't know. Let's figure out the. What do we think is a contentious thing that we could maybe something in clowning or something? I don't know. Or props.
Should clowns live?
Props.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think will be a genuinely divisive topic?
Regional accents.
Whoa.
Lazy, not lazy, fun.
Hmm?
That's just
Good,
one
good,
idea.
good spitball. Good spitball. I have zero opinion on that.
Zero opinion.
Yeah.
What's anything been dicey lately? In the
Anything been dicey?
comedy world.
I mean,
be. Like race and gender have been pretty good.
Yeah, they've been pretty nice.
Yeah, you guys want to debate race and gender?
It's fine. Yeah, you guys,
That's the top-
you guys
that's
be
the
gender,
topic.
we'll be race.
yeah.
Race
Be
versus
gender.
gender.
Be gender.
Which one's more? Which one's more important?
real?
Which one's real?
Which one's real?
One's more real.
Which one's more real?
Two constructs enter.
Yeah. Zero leave.
Zero leave. I mean, I feel like there's kind of a trend of like, is this reality? You know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily a joke. It's just like people can't tell if this is reality or not.
Do you want to give an example?
No.
Fair enough.
Stand-up hot take. None of this is real.
Like, I guess this is not stand-up. It's
like
more
irony?
just generally comedy. Yeah, like irony pointing to the point where it's like, oh, I don't even know if there's like a satire here. It's just like, this is a thing that's not true. And like...
Yeah, you know my ass has an opinion in that space. So
Yeah.
do you guys have a disagreeing opinion? Does
I
anybody
think I'm probably in the same boat as Whitley, where it's just like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's not
that's
true.
Kind of feel like, oh, okay. And like the most I could get mad about is like it's just adding to the global level of insanity of like people not being able to tell what's fake or real. But it is kind of like, oh, is there a joke or is it just that this is not that you are lying?
Totally.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement.
I
think there's a lot of different people doing versions of that.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
even like
yeah, I know what you
those
mean,
like
yeah.
super ubiquitous like man on the street question videos and stuff. Like those
Yeah.
are all staged at this point.
Yeah.
But I think everything is meant to seem like spontaneous and
real.
This is scripted.
Yeah.
yeah, this is scripted. We're all doing a really good
Yeah,
job.
The street ones are bad. They're not bad. They're all amazing, and I love them. But when they're like that, I don't like. It's like I know it's fake, and I know it's a joke.
And seeing someone be bad at being like pretending to take their earbud out, it's like, all right, I don't know. This feels like condescending.
You're like, that's not who you are. You're not that anxious, or you're not really like that. It's like
I do feel like we do it sometimes a little bit.
no, we don't.
Where we do some, because I was thinking about this the other of like the same thing. It's like, is this funny or is this just lying?
Yeah.
And it's like, because there are people sometimes in our comments being like, this, I thought this was real, but usually we try to do a
Fools.
yeah.
Cool.
We usually
That was
I
pretty
mean,
insane.
You guys
I feel
go
like
really
we usually
silly.
escalate to a place. Usually for our first like 10 seconds, we'll do that of like.
Yeah, but you guys get to a weird enough. Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
You're like
Yeah.
joking about a recognizable thing.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right.
I think there is a level of like everyone's doing stuff that's not true. It's like absurd or it's like exaggerated. I'm just saying like I think there's a point where you're losing like but it's not like to make any point like this is just a fake thing.
It's just to go
Yeah.
viral. Like it's like purely for the monetization of views.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. Like that, I don't know. Can I tell you this is a pet peeve. I hate when everybody's doing fucking quirky voice. You know what I mean?
Quirky voice. Do an
Like,
example. Do a line of
Do
quirky.
it now.
It's like a heavy Chinese. Notice this weird quirky voice.
Kind of like you know what I mean? Kind of like
Yeah, there's a level of like
Like pretending to do comedy.
anti-comedy, doing comedy bad, but like
Doing like an
but
impression of
being
comedy.
an awkward person, pretending to be a certain type of awkward person, but I never meet that person in real life. Everybody's just doing a simulation of that same caricature.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
they're like,
it's like- but it's
the
like-
the weird friend who XYZ. You know what I mean?
do you guys remember this is
What?
definitely not
Sorry.
the name Goebbels.
I do.
Weird stand up.
There's some person who was like I'm doing a little voice and I'm a little gremlin and I do this and they got kind of like their ass handed to them by the full internet of like cringe, loser, I hate this do you know that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember this.
It's not Goebbels, but it is something like that.
It's a young lady.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
young woman. I don't
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah.
I
No. It was like maybe there's a couple people that's had this happen,
Yes.
but then it's like, but then people do that voice making fun of them, but then it becomes their whole character, and then they're doing every video like that, and it's like, but are you just like now kind of doing that voice because
Yes.
it's funny because
Yeah.
that's what they said in the first place?
Well, I think, and this is a little like ungenerous, but I think it's like if you know your idea isn't that strong, then like being like, what if I said this is easier than just like
Right.
saying the joke.
What if I
like, wouldn't it
did-
be
what if I
crazy
did
if
a
I said
joke?
this thing that's not really funny?
Yeah,
Who would say that?
yeah.
I tell you,
All right.
my big issue with my big issue with like satire or a lot of irony stuff that's like that and that doesn't like kind of go to a weird place to you guys is you're just looking at a flawed behavior and just copying it. You're just going, I'm like that guy, and we're all supposed to go like, oh yes, that's wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, but you're just like being like, that person is weird. And like, there's no joke writing element. It's just like,
Totally.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
Weird guy.
yeah.
I feel like
That's
there's
pretty good. We should let's collab. Let's collab.
I feel like there's a similar thing in like online and like sketch comedy of just like you're not making a joke, you're saying like this is like copying something,
Copying a negative
and you're
behavior.
you're doing it ironically and making fun of it ostensibly, but it's like you're not actually, you don't have any jokes.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
You're kind of not holding up your end of the bargain
saying-
because you're just like making more of the
You're
thing
just
you're saying you
doing
don't
a
like.
yeah, exactly.
You're not
exactly.
adding
no
anything
commentary.
new or any perspective to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why it feels like a little bit of people just like, and maybe because the churn of content is so quick, but people who are like pointing at things, but they don't have any like perspective on it, so they're just sort of like doing something crazy
Yeah, it's
and
like,
maybe
tariffs
offensive.
are in the news.
Yeah.
What can I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
There's
a
no
Trump
real-
impression is just a Trump impression, and you're like, sorry, is that sorry? I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, or anything where it's just like there's a little funny.
That's reinforcing good behavior. You do your Trump impression.
You're just lying.
Holding
Mike,
your little thing.
Mike, you're just lying.
Well, but I mean,
You didn't actually
with
add
it.
anything to the conversation.
That might get this. I wonder if that'll get this flagged on YouTube as
As
as the
Explicit
best
content.
as the podcast of the month.
You have to blur it out as soon as he finishes it.
biblically accurate angel.
Benny just cuts this up heavily, and it's just me holding this up and saying Trump is awesome.
That's all that remains.
Get you doing one of those, the soy faces.
what? Why do you not do stand up? I'm curious if that'll give us an insight as to
My
What's
moderation
wrong
skills.
with you?
yeah, yeah.
I guess I did it. I've done it a few times, or more than a few times, since I moved to New York, and I never like fell in love with it, I guess. And I mean, my first introduction to comedy was like doing sketch in college. Not my first introduction, but that was like the first stuff that I wrote. And I just have more fun doing stuff with like multiple people on stage, I guess, or like creating I guess that's just how I write jokes, and like how funny things come to me is like from a more visual and like
That doesn't reflect reflect back to us. Hold on.
Not at all.
Or I guess I just have a tough time. I just never, I guess, found my voice.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're finding it now though with the sketch?
Definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
but it's like a sketch voice. Yeah, I would have a tough time figuring out how to transition into. If I killed Mike, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess
Ooh.
I could do that.
I like that. That's pretty good.
You know, I'm okay. If we can't, maybe we'll do hot takes. I feel like we just heard Whitley's
Okay.
hot take. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Is that people are?
Let's get hotter.
Let's get hotter.
Let's get hotter.
Let's get hotter.
Yeah, the show is even hotter, and we'll go down the line.
Just a hot take.
Can the-
Go.
Hot take.
Candel or Karli, whoever has one first,
Well, you
or
don't
Joe if you
burn
have
your
one.
subway take for when you get asked.
No, no,
guys.
for-
Don't burn your subway take.
For comedy specific.
Oh, for comedy. Oh,
Yeah,
hot
yeah.
take.
Yes.
All right. I mean, this one's lukewarm, maybe.
What the hell is this bullshit? Don't burn your hot take on
No,
my show
I
in case
feel
you do
like-
subway takes. What the hell?
Yeah, sorry. That was my first instinct.
You've got one
You
ready
gotta
to go.
Keep it in the
okay.
barrel.
Sorry.
I think that it's good to look nice on stage. You know what I mean? I don't think it takes anything away from your comedy if you like try to like look nice and dress like you're gonna be in front of people. You know
Oh
what I mean?
sure. To what? Yes. To what degree are we talking nice? Like, are we saying like?
Like
You
you
know.
could like dress cool even. I think that
think,
benefits
yeah,
some
cool
people.
even.
Like you're going to a party or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you are out. You're probably at a bar. It's probably
Stage
nighttime.
Mike,
You
are
know
you
what I mean?
listening?
I would add to
I'm
this
just
of,
saying there's,
it's okay to also look like interesting.
Oh, for
on
sure.
Stage
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of just wearing like, I don't know. I think there's like an idea that you
Jeans,
have to wear something
sweater.
really boring.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, or like that's
Or
a
you have to
classic
dress like a
like
South
stand-up
Park
guy,
kid.
you know? And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you're an entertainer, but you have to be the most normal looking
Right.
next door.
And it's like,
person.
buddy, we're gonna believe that you have a bunch of roommates and your life sucks, even if you're like wearing your nice sweater. Like, you know, it might even make you more confident. You know, I think like wearing, you know, a nice outfit probably makes you act differently.
Yeah.
That's my hot take.
I like
My little
that.
lukewarm take.
I like that. No, that's one that I'm gonna think about because
Yeah.
I feel like I do dress boring. I'm gonna be like, let me try to go a little more.
You don't have to dress not like yourself, but
No, but no.
Ooh,
But
she just called you boring.
no, I'm just saying you don't have to like whatever.
no, but I am doing the deliberate like trying to dress neutral so there's no distractions. But I kind of like what you're saying, where it's like distract a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Or-
fun.
Yeah.
And also, what's neutral?
Yeah.
Like
Like
a-
maybe
you know,
that's
beige
distracting.
H&M,
Yeah.
everything beige.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah. A zip hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah. How your dress should inform or be informed by the things you want to do and say on stage.
That's yeah.
And should elevate it.
It's just
For
your
sure.
set list on your shirt.
Yeah, it's
Tattooed,
upside
like,
down so you
prison
can read
break.
it. It's on your arms.
I guess yeah, like if you're a character, it should be. I guess what I'm saying is like what's neutral. It's like if you're kind of a character, like why can't your how you dress be an extension of that? And like everyone's character is not like average guy. You know.
For sure. Yeah. What's your take?
Ooh. Anybody else have one yet? Ready? In the barrel?
Yeah,
Whoever has one, I guess, can go next.
I've got one ready. If
Yeah,
go.
I think that if you're booked on a show, you should not agree to do like you should only ever do one show a night. I think it's psycho when people do multiple spots. It's like like if you're booked on a show, stay and hang out and watch everybody's sets and meet everybody.
I think to a certain extent, that's. I mean, if you're on a show at like 7 and another show at like 9:30.
Oh yeah,
that could be good.
That yeah. I should clarify. You should not be running around doing spots because it's not about just the spot. It's about the hang. The hang is as important.
And have you ever
Yeah.
had a night where you've done like 2 or 3 spots and you're like, it's like a whirlwind and you're exhausted and you're like, wow, like I was so frazzled and just bombed almost all of those.
Yeah.
And that was like
Yeah.
totally pointless.
You just think about the subway.
Like,
It's
spend a
okay,
bunch
I
of
gotta
money.
go, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't make any connection. You weren't socializing. You're just like leaving.
And this is also, it's a little bit of a flipped thing where like, I just, not to name names, but there's like somebody that I've done multiple shows with and they always ask to go early so they can do more spots and leave. And they've never seen my set. And then we're like not friends because we never chat and they don't stay. And I'm
Cameron
like,
Bradford.
Cameron.
and I'm like, we would be
Bradford.
friends by now if you stayed for the shows that we've been on together. You know what I mean?
Even when I ask to go early, I always watch whoever's after me. I try to.
Yeah.
I try. Unless I really have to leave.
Do you guys disagree with my hot take?
No, I think that's
No?
nice. Yeah, for sure.
It's nice.
It's nice to participate. I think definitely to like watch, you know, not just come do your thing and leave.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, nice. But also, I do think there is a selfish element as well of like networking is genuinely a major part of it. You know what
Right.
I mean? And by networking, I mean making real, lasting connections and friendships.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mushrooms are a network. How?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Not a
totally.
business.
The substructure of the entire
Yeah.
ecosystem.
That's true.
mushrooms,
Yeah. And we've all had moments where you feel disappointed that like someone that you think is really funny or cool didn't see your set, and I'm sure people have felt that way about maybe us if we leave a show
Yeah,
early.
for sure.
So, and you might
I
just
mean, yeah,
discover someone who's
The
really
only
good.
pushback I would give is just like I don't know. Sometimes you're just trying to do more shows.
Or your tummy
Like,
hurts.
Okay, but here's my
I'm not doing that all the time.
Nope.
Just
Those times I've
sometimes.
left
Totally.
early was just because I didn't want to be there.
Yeah,
That's
the thing is,
valid.
like, you don't always
If you
want to
don't-
network.
if you
with
don't
certain
respect
people.
them,
true.
that's valid. If you don't like the people or the vibe, but can I double my hot take? I'm gonna
Yeah.
double or nothing.
Double
Double it.
Is that
Give it to the next person.
I don't believe in stage time culture. I don't think that doing a lot of stage time is necessary or good. You know what I mean? I think it's quality, not quantity. So I think like, if you do one set and really sit with it for a week, that's better than doing 3 sets every night for a month. You know
I
what
think
mean?
a lot of people who do believe in like constant stage time like are the kind of people who would never learn their lesson. You know what I mean? Like I think someone who will never accept that they're like maybe not super funny, like getting a tepid reaction 3 times a night is obviously not stopping them.
Right. Yeah.
So that's maybe the kind of person who will keep doing that.
Yeah. The grinding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think the grind culture is bad, and that has to do with spot culture.
I think
Yeah,
it's
sorry.
like more useful when you're starting out, and then
That's
you
valid.
get to a point where you kind of have better sensibilities, and you know maybe what's gonna be funny, and you can try it out on stage one time.
Right.
So I guess like it's partially that of like how far you get to.
But when you're starting out, it's like, are you running around doing spots? You know what I mean? Maybe mics.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mics versus spots.
Yeah. And also, like, if you write down a joke in your notebook and you're like, I have to go try this at Mike's because I have no idea if this is funny.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you kind of should.
You should know.
I don't
That's
know.
true. That's true.
Like,
That's
you'll
my hot take.
Find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's interesting. Yeah.
And I'm passing the take ball.
Who's gonna take the take?
You have to eat that now.
Yeah, you gotta eat that whole thing.
The last dab. I'm gonna put the hat on. Put on the hat on
The
the
hat.
sculpture.
On that sculpture.
Ooh. Oh, that hat looks nice.
Let's combine them all briefly.
That's a nice
Do a
lily
super
pad.
organism.
Yes.
That's cool.
Okay, here's a hot take.
Oh, shit.
If you're
Don't worry, nothing.
this is 2 hot takes. One, if you're making the flyers, just ask people for a photo
Oh,
that they like
yeah.
of themselves.
Yep.
No, don't
Ding, ding,
pick
ding.
a bad one, and don't scroll through their Instagram and find
Right.
something that's clearly not meant to promote, like
Right.
a picture of them at the beach, and put that as the flyer. And
Big
then
time.
the second part, make your flyers look good. At all.
Yeah,
I-
make the names readable.
Yeah.
Put the names on it. I've had people make show posters where it's like you have to click to the tagged
Yeah.
names, and it's like that's what makes people come to certain shows. It's like who's
Yeah.
on it.
I was fully agreeing with you, and I still do. But a part of it I never thought of is when you said the beach pictures. So that feels creepy in a gendered way, and I never thought about that.
Totally, when
Yeah.
someone just
Yeah.
goes on or goes into your tagged photos, not even your grid photos. They're like kind of fingering through your Instagram
Yes.
for a picture.
I've had that's felt weird to me where they pulled an old photo, but I haven't thought of that second layer of and it's you at like
Yeah.
a scantily clad photo or
Someone
something.
used a picture
That's
of me in a costume I made of me as a strawberry for Halloween. I was like, do you think this is going to be what's happening?
It's like, well, she's
Is
being
what
funny.
you're advertising?
It's funniest I've
This
ever
is
seen her
funny.
be. Just the strawberry.
Yeah, they're always doing the petting. It's like whatever the most recent petting zoo photo on my Instagram account is. So it's like
It's always you
I
with
don't
the
have, like,
snake.
a snake. Man.
I'm gonna bring the snake.
Yeah, you're like
Bird
without
snake guy.
without the context. Yeah, you're just a badass snake guy that also does stand up.
And it should work the same way as like asking for someone's credits. Where like you don't look in someone's
Yeah.
Instagram bio for their credits. So like just ask me to send a picture.
Yeah.
For the flyer if you need it.
One time I turned on on my website, I turned on the automatic blog feature, and it just created this like thing, the page that says blog. And then I did a show, and somebody was like, "Check out his blog." I was like, I do not have a blog. And they're like, "It's on your website." And I was like, "That's not. Why would you?"
But I didn't read it all. I saw a blog. Let's go with the blog.
I'll put it in. It's a good take.
Good take.
That was a good take.
Was that 2? You said you had 2. Was that?
Oh, just make them look good.
Oh, just make it look good. Yeah.
I think overall the taste levels could be
Yeah.
risen.
But that's like that's related to it's just in general where it's like people should make their jokes funnier. You know what I mean? It's like taste in general should be better.
Sure,
I don't know.
sure.
Yeah.
We got a hot take deficit over in this zone. We got
Well, like Karli said, like looking good too is a similar thing of like, what if this was all slightly better?
Yeah. For sure.
Joe, you got one.
You know, I know.
Yeah.
Mike was whispering me a really spicy take.
Oh yeah?
I think I got nothing.
I'm trying to think of stuff that we complain about.
Oh, this is all the same general complaint we're all circling around, but on stage, people trying hard, it's like know all the words you're gonna say, or if you want to improv and be loose, like know where you're going, and like even at an open mic, you can know what you're gonna do. It's only 3 minutes. You can.
Yeah.
It's 3 minutes.
Make a plan.
You've been waiting all day for this. How about make it count?
Yeah, I was gonna say a
Totally.
similar thing of I feel like all comedians stand-ups would benefit from acting classes. I think acting.
Interesting.
I think.
I gotta say,
a good
you
point.
not as stand-up saying this does make me really bristle. I am
I mean,
no.
Couldn't
The first
hurt.
one I've disagreed with.
Hey, man,
Stage
how about fuck
I'm
you?
like, no, get out of here with that.
Alright,
No.
you don't have to take
no,
it.
Yeah. And then the next
Or
time
being like performative, like
Yeah. And I'd be
not like
comfortable-
rocking back and forth, like with both hands in your hoodie, like
Yeah.
a baby. Maybe that would be good.
No.
It's either-
I validate it. And sorry.
You're either rocking
Snapping
in
your
hoodie,
rubber band.
or you're like a theater kid who has like.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I feel
theater
like
kid
there's
on
a.
stage,
And then I
it's
did
like-
this.
You're like, that's also bad. Like, just be a
I
person.
think it's
on
Stanislavski has a book. I think it's him opens it where it's like some people are volcanoes or something. People are icebergs and they need different advice. So
Yeah.
there's like two ends of that.
Whoa.
I feel like I feel
performance
like
spectrum.
there's like people think that acting classes is like becoming a theater kid or becoming like but it's just like helps you be confident and like express yourself a little bit.
No, totally. I think that's totally good. And I think my only disagreement with the take is I think that I think there's a lot of people. I think it would benefit a lot of people, but I don't think everybody. Yes.
Oh, that's
So
yeah,
that's
that's
my
fair.
that's my one wiggle.
Well, like what
yeah. But yes, good.
Michael was saying, like sometimes it's like, what if there were some jokes here?
Yeah.
What if there were some jokes involved in this?
For sure.
They should take my joke writing class. That's what they should take.
Oh,
Oh, good.
This has all been vertical integration.
We're caught.
It has been.
We've been tricked into doing a commercial for a brand.
Oh my god.
Mike's
That's
not
not
even
right.
wearing a Karli shirt.
I lift my head.
You've been bugged. On the
Let's
line.
go with the potty bugged.
More props in sketch comedy. We've been bringing that back.
Oh,
I feel like you said that one at one point that prop comedy is gets a bad rap. Or did
prop comedy gets a bad rap. Absolutely, yes.
And I
for sure.
agree with that. I didn't want to.
Why shouldn't I have a big hammer?
Yeah.
It's good to do object work and stuff, but like it's better if you have the object.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if the object's a gun.
Michael said, no, "Broke boys stay out."
But I think like the part of the take I said before is like Julio Torres just calls his props shapes and is doing incredible prop comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people are like, oh,
Totally.
you know what I mean? Yes.
Agreed.
You ever seen I think it was maybe like a JFL or a Comedy Central. It's pretty old clip where Kristen Shaw is like doing she's like, "Oh, I just auditioned for Law and Order SVU. Like, do you want to see it?" Everyone's like, "Yeah." And she goes like in her bag and pulls out like a grocery store like 12-pack of glazed donuts. And then she like opens them and she does like her half of the audition where like detectives are asking her if she like it was like her friend who got like, you know, kidnapped or whatever, and she's crying and like eating all of them like while she's like explaining like where she last saw her. It's so funny.
That's so good.
Yeah,
That's great.
It rocks. It's really funny.
She was a great part of the like mid 2010s alt comedy
For
boom.
sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
Flight of the Conchords.
Big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was set up real well for that like indie animation boom because she's such a freak voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's in like every animated thing.
Everything. You know, she's got a house.
Oh yeah.
Come on, she's got a house.
I feel like it'd be funny to see her in a like standoff with Miranda July.
Yeah, they coordinated.
Kristen. Miranda.
That's the red lipstick person. Like
She just like has curly hair. She did You, Me, and Everyone You Know. She directed that.
Yeah.
Could you
A bunch of
remember?
books. First Bad Man.
She's kind of like just like an indie film darling
Gotcha.
type. Yeah.
Mhm.
don't know him.
But just similar. They look kind of the same.
You're thinking Miranda Says.
Yeah.
Miranda says.
Yeah.
The girl who got
Oh,
soft.
yeah,
Miranda
yeah,
sings.
yeah.
Miranda sings.
Yeah, she was on.
Miranda says.
Comedians
Oh.
and Miranda
I'm like,
sings.
I was like, who the
Says.
fuck is it?
That's how I discovered her, was on Comedians in Cars getting coffee, and it's like, what is going on?
The woman with the ukulele who was a creep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would apologize
yeah.
with
Representation. Female pervert.
That's true.
The
Female
girls
pervert.
can do it too.
Yes.
Women can be comedians.
Famous perverts.
You see, like, who they just get? Russell Brand? They got his ass?
They got his ass.
What-
They did like a sting.
Did they actually get him?
He's
like in
he's
jail.
got charges or
I
some
think
shit
he's
like that.
charged. It's for a
bunch
rape
of-
that was pretty old.
Oh,
It was an
God.
assault.
Oh,
That's
so she was
good.
of age. Sorry. She was pretty old. Sorry.
It was a long time
little
ago
pun on the word
in
old.
the UK.
Okay.
An old rape.
But it's interesting where it's like, I don't know, like, there's these people with big allegations, like whoever the fuck, and then they're not in jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
sure.
got
Just
they're
about
on,
all
they're
of
on,
them.
That's gonna go ahead and be everyone.
like Cosby's
Okay.
out now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
On
true.
a technicality,
It's true.
but
What's the technicality?
I don't remember.
Okay, here's a hot
Diddy's
take.
out.
Here's a hot take. If you think someone is genuinely evil, you can disconnect from them. I don't
sure.
have anyone like that. It's just like, I feel like people will be like, oh, this person has all these allegations, blah, 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 blah. But then they just don't want to, like, disconnect from them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just
No, you should.
interesting.
By disconnect, you mean like no longer engage with
Just
their work.
unfollow
Oh,
them
unfollow.
at
Yeah.
least. You're just
Yeah,
like,
fair
why are we
enough.
all following this person we think is a monster?
Yeah.
Well, hate following is certainly a thing that we've all enjoyed.
Yes,
you know.
sure. I
Yeah.
guess, yeah. But I mean, even if you like, don't even have to unfollow them. But I guess it's just like sometimes it feels like people feel the need to maintain connections with people.
I just feel like you gotta walk whatever your talk is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if your talk is like this person's pure evil and they're so wrong, then yeah, unfollow them, get them
Yeah.
out of your life. But
Right.
if that's not your talk, then
guess,
you know, who cares?
Just chilling.
But
Here's,
I
here's
agree.
a new hot take, and maybe I'll de-scenify it. We'll take it from
Yeah.
from whatever localized abstraction.
So there's
we're-
this astronaut
Anyway.
with a bunch of
Yeah.
allegations.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go larger, and not necessarily allegation guys, but all the like conservative grifter scene, because I want to talk about evil a little bit.
I guess evil.
Because
I
I've
shouldn't
been-
have said evil. That was
No,
too strong.
well, because I've been
But just like, I don't know.
Sorry. Okay. I've been thinking about this a lot. I think about this shit all the time because those guys are ruining society and also in our art form. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've been thinking, I'm like, I don't know if they're evil or if they're like just genuinely just stupid but selfish in a way where they don't care.
I think
And
that
it's like,
could
what
be
is evil? I
I
don't know. Yeah.
think
But wait,
evil
what-
could equal selfish plus stupid over money or whatever.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
formula is,
Yeah.
you know?
Deeply harmful person.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
just I'm trying to figure out how to. Okay,
I think most people like that are just dumb.
Right.
And like
right.
in Tar, like I like that movie a lot because I
Haven't
think
seen
she seems just really stupid, but because she's so empowered, she kind of like trips all over herself and still gets to do all this weird crap to people. And then once she loses that power, then it just suddenly seems like seedy and gross what she's doing. And I think it's often like that of like it's weird people with weird compulsions and weird insecurities that do weird things to other people, but when they get a little bit of power, then it becomes this like rampant issue because no one's like, hey, stop doing that thing.
Right. I guess the reason I'm interested in splitting the exact hairs on it is just because I'm like, all right, so how do we fucking stop these guys? How do we get people to realize that like Andrew Schultz is crapping out dog shit into the system? You know what I mean? Like, how do we get people to figure that out? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think it's kind of like the doctor versus anti-vaxxers video. Like, I don't think a lot of people care that like stuff that they consume or the guys who make it are like, you know, bad. And I think also you put yourself into the dichotomy of like the shrieking lib once you do that. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna do like and consume everything you don't like because you've put yourself on the lib polarity,
Right.
and I have to like just do whatever you don't like because that's the good stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's like very hard to have like a spine, I guess, without seeming like a little teacher. So I feel like the best attitude is like just to ignore that stuff and not engage with it. And like I think a lot with that is like centralization of power. So if you just like send your attention and stuff to somewhere else is like the best thing you can do.
I don't know. I'm kind of trying to go the little bit of the teacher route where I'm like yelling for 30 minutes about how irony works. You know
They
what I
don't
mean?
care. I mean,
But I don't know if that's
fundamentally
annoying
don't
though.
care,
You know what I mean?
Yes. I think anyone who doesn't care to begin with is going to be like, wow, hell yeah, I'm never going to care. This solidifies it.
I guess my goal with it is like the people who do care, I then help update their ability to talk to their like brother or something.
To somebody
you know what I mean?
whose mind they
Yeah.
might be able to change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying
true.
to be a weapons manufacturer in the culture war for our side. You know what I mean?
Sure. I like that.
But I don't know if that's effective or if I'm wrong. Like if I just tell people if I'm like, all right, and like if I'm like those guys are being fascist, it's like they don't think like Tim Dillon's not like time to be fascist today. You know what I mean? He's just
Yeah.
like I don't know.
I think he might be a little.
He might be.
Yeah.
He honestly might be.
Yeah, maybe.
Some days he's like, I think
I think I should be a
my
little more fascist.
Yeah,
today.
I'm a fucking fascist. I love his new kind of, or maybe not new pattern where he just outright says like, I don't even necessarily disagree with
Yeah.
this woman who's speaking. She's just pissing me off.
I think that's most of it. Is a big part of it is just the evolution of like drive time conservative radio, where
For sure.
There's I don't know, most of America, most of the world just kind of wants to passively listen to people say reactionary and conservative things.
Yeah.
And they don't really care if it's right or true. They just want to hear someone be like, bah, whatever.
It's ASMR.
Yeah.
Like this woman's
Yeah.
annoying. I don't even disagree with this woman, but she's being so annoying. And, like,
Yeah. I think there's an element of it where it's like, I just don't like being told what to do. I get told
Yeah.
what to do all day, so I want to listen to this person who's actively acting against that. And even if I maybe thought about it deeper, I wouldn't like it. But having people just like crap on it just triggers my
the
like,
moment
feels
someone
good.
shut up.
the
But
moment they feel like they are filtering or censoring, they feel like that is immediately bad or wrong. So
Yeah.
they go the opposite route.
Yeah, even if you're like kind of denying your own values in a way, you're like, I'm just gonna listen to whoever tells me that I don't have to listen to anyone,
Yeah.
especially women.
Well, it's
So
like when you listen to a really good rap song that's also very misogynistic, and someone tries to be like, "Rah, rah, rah," and you're like, shut up.
yes,
You're like, I'm living out my fantasy of owning a trap house and like not listening to the law and like not going to my job. Like, I don't need you coming here and telling me that that's bad. Like,
right. Yes. But
I
it's
mean,
about,
obviously, like
Palestine.
being a fascist is on like a different level
Yeah.
and questioning other people's rights and stuff. But I guess if I was guilty of it, it would be in that capacity.
Fascist
Like,
hip hop.
Truly,
they not like us. Deport them.
they are not.
they.
Oh, we're at the 2-hour mark. So this is where all possibly how we doing, folks? How we feeling?
Sweaty.
I will listen if you want to keep going. I will, but I will also.
I have to do
How
my
we feel?
laundry.
All right, time to wrap up.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. We love a good 2-hour. Anybody got any plugs? Let's do that real quick.
crispy.
Crispy.
Baba booey, baba booey.
Keep it twisted. Lock the gates.
We're gonna be in LA.
See you
on
in hell.
May 8th.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be in LA on May 8th
Cool.
We're gonna do a show there.
Nice.
at the
Lyric Hyperion.
Lyric Hyperion.
Oh, nice. I never
Cool.
remember that.
Tickets are on sale. Oh, we should have
Posted
posted it
it
today.
We'll post it tomorrow.
We're gonna post it tomorrow, which
Come
will have
on.
been maybe a week or two ago.
This comes out on a strict schedule of whenever I remember or decide to do it.
It's gonna be after the show.
Yeah. 1 month ago we did a great show. At the
What a show it was. And you got
my
that
God.
big agent.
Thanks to you guys for coming out.
Totally sold out. That was
so
great.
good. It's good to be back in New York.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Really, I know you got something.
Club video. Got to come out. It'll be a really good time.
It's always a blast.
These guys are making a video. Carly will be there.
I will be there,
Wanna meet and
possibly
greet
in,
with Karli?
in a friend's video, perhaps.
Oh,
in a
nice.
friend's video.
Oh.
Okay.
Interact with Karli.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bunch of really amazing videos. awesome DJ after. You could dance, maybe hang out with some people. It's gonna be at a big venue.
Do you guys have
You should
food?
definitely come. No food this time, but if you
Gotcha.
come, maybe we'll build that relationship.
yeah.
Maybe we'll get some food in there.
Nice,
Hell
nice.
Think about the future.
Right. Right.
Karli?
Nothing really to plug. I would say follow me on social media. And also, if you have a show that I can do, ask me to do it.
And she'll
Hell
do as
yeah.
many shows as she can
On
in
a
one
night.
night.
Yeah. I'm trying to do the record, the speed run. Trying to not say hi to anyone.
2x. If they're like, you have 10 minutes, you're like, I'm going to 2x. You do 5 minutes.
I'm 2X. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna 2x it, I think.
How's everybody doing tonight? Great.
2Xing my set.
Yeah, follow them all on social media. If I feel like it, I'll put it in the description.
You better tag me. Yeah. You can't not tag me.
I'll tag you in the clip for sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Dude, honestly, I think podcasts these days are just clips.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
it'll be like 50,000 people watch the clip, 100 watch the episode.
That's probably the
That's,
new
like,
innovation
crazy.
in phony shit.
I think
is,
there
like,
are people who do fake podcast. Like it's
Yeah.
not a real podcast. They're
pretending
just
that they're like
shooting the clips.
mid-sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think Stephen Castillo does that, but like
It's
as a
funny.
joke.
yeah, as like
yeah.
a real constructed joke.
Can I show
It's
you right
really
after?
funny.
We did one, and we're waiting to post it because he wants to. I'll show you. I'll tell you.
I would love to.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would love to see
Yeah,
it.
those are really funny.
Hell yeah. All right. Hey, rock and roll. Bye. Thanks for coming on, gang.
Yeah, follow Stephen Castillo.